An app on your PC needs the following Windows feature: direct play. That's fascinating, but it makes sense given how old this thing is that we're going to be playing. But I didn't know that Windows doesn't even come with direct play by default, and I didn't even know that things still use direct play. But I also I guess shouldn't be surprised. Windows is kind of the backwards compatibility platform. It's sort of fascinating to think about, but a lot of people sort of look at say Linux as being the backwards compatible program. Oh God. Sorry, I'm trying to capture it. Oh no, not that image. Oh! Who direct and why we play? We direct by this and we play this. Welcome everyone to Soap Rooms. This full screen's in a very weird way. It's freaking me out actually. I need a full screen a different way. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, don't start full screen. Okay, there we go. Good. This is a weird game in that it's a bit of a... Well, actually, I want to start full screen. How about I start full screen and then you get to watch the small screen, okay? Just... I get the good view and I'll fix your view in just a moment. This is a game, or I guess it's a gaming collection. I also really enjoy the intro, so I want to show it to you again. Called Soap Rooms. Soup Rooms. Is Soup Rooms or Soap Rooms? I think it's Soup Rooms because, and this is weird. Remember a long time ago we played this thing called Soap Soup. It was like a weird collection of things, almost like these. It's almost like these 3D worlds that you would go into. Or sorry, it was like a pseudo. It was like a very weird 3D world where it was just a cube that you could go into, and every single one had like a different design for the walls and like the UI and stuff. This is, I think, a follow-up to the idea behind that one, because that one was called Soap Soup, which is all a mod for a game called Soup, I think. Was it called? I'm pretty sure it was called Soup. Sorry, I maybe should have prepared this segment more. Which is apparently a really, really old game, which I actually found interesting because it's so old, but still has somehow captured the minds of people such that people want to make stuff for it. And this is the original game on itch.io. Soup, the looking around simulator. You literally just look around. Yeah, it's actually free on itch.io, the original one. This one, however, is very different. This one is actually a remake, or I guess like an enhancement of it. It's a Soup-like room tourism experience directly inspired by Soup. And it's a whole different program by this one. By Akuma Kira Akuma. I always forget which order their name is, because it's either that they're the same name as the Street Fighter character or the same name as the anime, and I never really know. But they and a person called Kiteline made this, and so I have a personal itch.io account where I follow them, and it gives you like emails and stuff. And it's like, hey, someone that you followed made this. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. I guess sure. So I went to check it out, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool tool. And I remembered playing this because I remember playing that other collection of things. Also, don't just Google Soap Soup. If you just Google Soap Soup, you get a short about eating soap. I remember playing Soap Soup, which was a mod for Soup 0.91. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I was looking at the authors, and I was like, who is Kiteline? That sounds familiar. They made that, and then they saw this, and then they saw this. So that's how I got here, okay? Just a long-winded way of saying that's how I got here. And we played this before, and it's just a giant collection of rooms. But this one's interesting. It has over 100 all-new rooms created by the Soap Group, a collective of indie devs from around the world, along with modernized controls, a few additions, and quality-of-life adjustments. That's a lot of stuff that's a lot of people, and a lot of stuff that's being made for something that is really just almost like a small little self-contained area that you walk around in. Sort of a strange thing for a bunch of people to get into, but at the same time, I get it. Because if you think about it, and I don't really know how to say this, but I had this thought the entirety of last night when I was thinking about how the segment was going to go. It's a bit like VR chat. Like VR chat really is kind of like the evolution of the idea of what Soup is, in the sense that you walk around very pretty rooms and then you just go ooh and ah and you just talk to your friends and that's it. So that's why we're here. This game is freaking the fuck out on my monitor. I can't play it in full screen. Sorry. It's sort of fascinating to sort of go through this problem, because it's like I feel like I always end up playing with games that always have some weird technical issue, and I don't really know why it is that way, and I feel like maybe I'm cursed in some way, but it does sometimes detract from it. What's direct play? That's a good question, actually. I'm pretty sure it's the controller thing where it's like it's the actual way that you handle input, or maybe that's just direct input. Direct Play, I forget which is which. It's a part of the DirectX API. Direct Play is part of Microsoft's DirectX API. It's a network communication library. What? There's a high-level software interface between applications and communications that allows games to be connected over the internet, modem, link, or a network. Wow. So wait, what's the input? Oh, the input one's called direct input. Also, sorry, it's still shaking. I don't know how to explain this. On my view, it looks like the entire thing is incredibly afraid. It's like what happens when my dog gets cold. She likes to shiver, and she shivers by shaking her whole body. Also, there's a README, and I also found where Notepad is. So when you remove every single program, there's two notepads. There's a notepad that comes with Windows all the time. It's in the Windows folder. That thing can only open certain files. It can only open text files. There's a newer one that actually I can open anything kind of, but this one can only open text files. And you have to find this manually because for some reason they don't add this notepad to the start menu. The new one with Copilot is. Yeah, direct input is still used. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm curious if direct play is still used because it's being used for this thing, but the creator of this game, as far as I know, they really like to work on really old stuff. And I guess old stuff comes with like the old technology decisions. Not to say that like old is bad, but it's sort of like, well, what I'm saying is I'm curious if its use here is an idiosyncrasy of the creator or if it's still actually a part of use within like games today, or if there's like a whole new paradigm of doing it. Because everything that I've seen is like everything rolls its own networking, or there's other networking libraries in like use, and it just uses not really direct play, but something else. I'm still not really sure exactly on the Windows side what the modern networking code looks like. What does it actually use on the Windows SDK side to initiate everything? Because in my mind, it's still just sockets in the end, but surely there's something maybe like a step above that makes it easier. That's integrated. But this is a README for it. It's version 1.4, just surprising. That was quick. The rooms are individually loaded. Sorry, Babylon is a virtual art museum consisting of rooms within nights. What? The rooms are individually loaded during runtime from a folder hierarchy. By configuring the files contained within each folder... Wait, so is this just like title files? ARR... Is this just like... Thank you for trying this out. I want this to be easy enough for non-game devs to work with and robust enough for experienced users to be able to create cool art inside it. This engine is meant to be free and public domain so anyone can use it. Oh, I think this is just a README for the actual engine itself. But the thing that we downloaded comes with a collection of rooms. So I guess we go night one. How to play. WASD. Mouse. Look. Left click. Credit / pop-up. Also, I should probably link you the thing itself. Because again, this thing is... It's... I always enjoy these experiments when people make these really old things. I can't link you it because it's taking over my mouse. Oh no. oh no. Okay, we'll just Google soap rooms. Okay, it's soup rooms. Sorry, soup rooms, and you'll get to that, and then Google Babylon, which is the thing that is used to make this. Which we're going to be trying this afterwards. Soup is running. Oh wait, I don't know how to explain this. It reminds me of those scenes in animes where somebody would be like throwing a soup down the counter in a hot bowl, and the way that it shakes is like that. But I swear I've seen that action in real life too. Not with soup, but with some of the Uh-oh. The Water Lol Water Park by Feener. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, look. There's a little, there's a robot now. I like how it has, like, different, types of creatures. What? Something Crisis Core. Holy shit. I was just on a Final Fantasy spree recently. Wait. You must destroy my core logic centers. This damn 4 make a mockery of me like they did with Leela. P4. Tycho thinks he has destroyed me. UESC terminal. Holy shit, UESC terminal. Is this Marathon? Holy shit, this is also... Wow, this feels like... Or, wait, is it Marathon or Halo? Either way, I was, Yeah, it is Marathon. Holy shit. There's a website called, I think marathon.bungie.com. Marathonbungie.com. It's a really weird website because Marathon Bungie.com. It's a really weird website because you can marathon.bungie.org, I think is the one. You can go there and it's I don't know if it's an official compilation, but it's like a compilation of the game's lore and all these other like I fit the term auxiliary secondary files that goes along with the experience. So it's things that talk to you about what is the lore and how did somebody come to this decision and what are the devs doing. And I was on that website because there's a new marathon game coming out, which is a PvPvE shooter, which I think the PvE is actually like a full separate mode, or maybe it is like a part of the main thing. I couldn't really tell, but basically, it's like Apex Legends. It's basically just an extraction shooter, like Apex Legends plus like PvE. It's like Arc Raiders. But I was on that website because I was curious what exactly is the story of Marathon. And did you know that the story of Marathon is about time travel and an alien god landing in Yucatan or something, or like just like some place in the world, and the Germans tried to find the old god first during World War II, and then the Spanish conquistadors found it afterwards. I don't even know if that's the right timeline, but apparently you're a soldier who drops down and time travels, and apparently the entire game is played in a non-linear sequence. I've been meaning to actually go and play that game fully because I've only ever seen stuff about it, and I only remember playing it for the gameplay, but I never paid much attention to the story. But now that I'm older and I have the ability to read compared to when I was a child, I figured I should go back and actually like figure out what's going on. Anyways, that's weird. That's a bit of a weird room to end up in after what I was doing. I spent 3 hours last night reading all of this. 3 hours. I got really deep into the what the fuck is Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Ah! Oh, dude. Shit. Sorry. I'm a screamer. Sorry. I didn't know somebody would laugh with me. I just thought, oh my god. Oh my god. Shoutouts to Simple Flips. Wait, Simple Flips, I swear, is like a... So it's like a Super Mario speedrunner or something. I've seen a couple of his videos here and there. Especially when I got deep into the Super Mario 64 stuff. To try to learn more about it. But speedrunning is not my thing, but...
Princess of my dreams tonight, and I really want to kill Bowser when I sleep for the better.
Oh, that's so good. Let's listen to it.
And it is really hard work stopping on this doom buzz. I wish it could be over.
You can hear the singer trying not to laugh. You can hear them trying not to laugh. You can hear them trying to hold back laughter. It's really funny.
But I can't. And I really want to be with Peach. The princess.
I can never get sometimes that Super Mario is a kids game franchise, because it's played by so many adults in like very complex situations. Like I play Substance Wars, Simple Flip speed runs it. I've seen somebody play Yoshi's Island as like a speedrun game too. But there's actually children out there who play these games because they enjoy the idea of Super Mario going Yahoo! Woohoo! Yahoo! Woo! Yahoo!
I really want to send the princess of my dreams.
Oh my god, wait, it's like a drum bass. Where it's like it's turning into a drum bass.
And I really want to kill Bowser when I sleep.
What?
For the better. And it is really hard work stopping on this doom buzz. I wish
Holy shit, this speed's kind of crazy.
And soon, I really wish I could finish Hollywood Japan, but I can't. And I really want
Okay, I'm done with this. Is everything okay with game developers? Are you all okay? Do you feel happy? What is this? Wait, this is the Michigan something the like MI something Michigan game. That like weird game that we played but you're in Michigan. I guess that's sorry. That was a terrible explanation. MI Nowhere Crossing. I'm still waiting for this game. I feel like MI Nowhere is going to be great. Oh my god, it's a little person. This game, is everything okay with game developers? Like, is everyone feeling fine? Is this like what happens when I guess you're pushed to the brink of insanity? Because the way that I see game developers is that they often have to be on the cutting edge of the world, and I don't know how to explain this, but game players are the most terrifying, toxic, parasocial, very genuinely creepy base of users I've ever seen. It's on the same level as that Club Chalamet person who's like 60 and she's really into Timothy Chalamet ever since he was like 15 or something. Same deal, but instead of being into Timothy Chalamet, they're into Cortana and Gaster from Delta Tail, and they're really into Ryzel from Under Rune, and they really enjoy how Sphincter freed and became the only human at the end of the game of Undertale. That's basically the gamer base. Oh my god. Do you speak to me? So if I click left click, it says Bob. If I click left click, it tells us what the world is. This feels like Fruger Arrow on crack. Beat drop? This is like if Fruger Arrow wasn't just an art style that somebody came up with. Like this feels like the origin point of Fruger Arrow. Is somebody who drops this is somebody who works at Microsoft. Back during the heyday of Microsoft, back when Bill Gates jumps over the chair, at that very moment the acid hits, and the software engineer working at Microsoft while looking at MS Paint sees the entire window start to curve, and they hear music being played in their ears. They don't know it's Jimi Hendrix, and just in their ears they hear something because the acid modulates it to become its own thing. And thus this is the origin point. This is when Fruger Arrow was born. Amazing. At the end of Undertale with T-A-I-L. Please tell me Undertale is a porn parody. Undertale. Undertale. Is Undertale's R34 label? Take into images. Wow. Wow. Isn't that the goat? Wow, it's like mostly the goat mother. It's mostly the goat mother sucking many penis. Undertale is the Undertale porn Reddit. Do I dare? I mean, the problem is that the window capture is still on. I don't know if it's on my browser, but see reddit.com. You think Bill Gates knew what he was gonna do when he like made this stuff? Oh my god, showing off by me. Tutorial care by me. The grand finale, Ralsei and aren't these like children? Friskus touching with car. I'm gonna look away. No. Oh my god. Name suggested by Toby himself. Okay, well at least he was aware. Like, what is this? Oh my god, that's like someone's head. It looks like either someone's head or a tire. This is the thing that I enjoy about this project, and that I enjoyed about the last one. It seemed like no topic was too out of the world to do. And like, at least in my mind, I was worried that maybe that Gaster jump scare of that chair with the noose on it was going to be the end game of how far it would go. But I enjoy that they sort of let the creators do whatever they want to do. Because again, it's sort of the weird thing, but like, I look at a game like that pig game, the one where you're like a pig person and you're being hired to kill people, or in the same artistic light as something like I don't know, like Signalis. You know what I mean? Like I look at them all as the same type of thing. because it's like, how come violence and sex are the two topics where it's usually too far for someone to like do, right? Whereas this doesn't seem like they put that restriction. And so honestly, this is a very genuinely terrifying scene. To look through the eyes of a scope, of a sniper, of a shooter, to have caused this accident, to have caused all this pain and all this death, and to see in the background almost the shape of everything, the faces that you see. It's almost like you're seeing things that aren't there because, and I don't know how to say this, it's as if my mind is looking for these things because I'm worried that someone's watching. It's like, look, that thing looks like a face over there. Maybe it is a face, but all of this, you did this. Like, look at that. I actually really enjoy this too because I can't remember if the first one that we tried out, because we never tried the original soup because I couldn't get it to run. I think that one time, but the soap soup mod, I don't remember if it even had the UI elements in the front. So I mean, the fact that you could do something like this, very, very strong effect, and it does seem zoomed in as well. But that's good, or maybe it's not zoomed in. What? Oh my god, I'm a dog. I'm a dog tuber. Chatter cure. Wait, this is me right now. AMA plus Haunted PSX. Fuck, I forgot that they came out with like a new winter disc and I forgot to play it. I mean, we also didn't finish the like last one, the LSD Jam, as well as the other Haunted demo disc. It was just too many games to play. No, it's sad. Anyways, hi everyone. My name's Bowie, like Bow Wow Bowie. Bowie, like Bow Wow Bowie. My tags are English Doggy, Good Boy, VTuber, question mark. Wait, I should do I should do that. I should add Good Boy and then VTuber question mark now. And philosophy. That's good. 2.148. Isn't that just like the 64-bit limit or something? Is that unregistered hypercam? The flag? What is this? I'm pretty sure that's the thing that tells you that you don't have a licensed Windows. You have Counter-Strike. What is that? Is that blood? Twitch as an application is crazy to me. I don't even know if that even exists. Hello. Oh. So I have fraps. 30 FPS fraps on the side. That's old school. Oh my god, +1 sub! And there's a chat going like crazy. Whatever happened to fraps? Whatever happened to like that whole ecosystem of programs to record stuff? You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like it all died once OBS became a thing, and OBS somehow became the be-all end-all of streaming software. I'll sneeze. I can't mute the stream. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put the mic away. Okay, that's crazy that it still showed up on the mic, because that was on the opposite end of the axis, of the polar axis. Hello! Modus. I swear we played a game by Modus Interactive. Why do they sound so familiar? It's actually sort of fascinating to see these names, because I'm like, I swear we played games by these people. Modus Interact. The fuck? Modus Interactive. Knight's Try? No, I never played that. Sorry, I need to go into my keyboard thing. Modus Interactive Shader Lab. PS1 Interactive Iketsuki. I swear we played a game by them at some point. Oh no, I think we're playing a game by them at some point. No, I don't know. I think I was going to at some point. Will the Echoes Never Cease? Modus Interactive. But there's a game on that they created that I did want to play for a while. I just need to find a good segment for it. Iketsuki. Yeah! I always enjoyed Zelda, because I don't know why, but Mario with his Yahoo! Whee! Never really appealed to me. And then I did like a dive bomb swinging attack where you jump and you do the attack with the sword in Zelda Ocarina of Time. And I remember the first time that I heard him go, yeah! And I was like, yes! And I remember as a kid with my higher pitch to the voice, I was like, yeah! And my brother, he was like, what the fuck are you doing? Put that game down, stop it. He's like, shut up. I'm like, shut up or put the game down. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah! If only a sword could seal our darkness. If it could, I'd finally be happy. Yeah! Temper of loss. Sorry, my throat. I haven't had coffee, by the way. This is just me with good sleep. I haven't had a single bit of coffee. This is just me with a good sleep. I can use my mouse cursor now. No, thank goodness. This is just me with good sleep. You know, like people always say, like, oh, you need coffee, you need like a massage, you need like a good dickin'. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need any of that. You don't need good dick. You don't need a massage. All you need is a nice 8-hour restful sleep, deep sleep all the way through. No, like pure REM. The moment you close your eyes, if you don't go into an immediate dream, something's wrong. Hey, Chad, how are you? How are you doing? We'll be seeing Heb and as well as any others soon, actually. Also, I forgot. So yesterday, I didn't realize that like the drop-down list, you have to open it. So I didn't raid you, but I told everyone to go to your channel afterwards. Sorry, I didn't realize that you have to click the drop-down list, but I wanted to raid you. But how you doing? I hope that you're well. And also, does it matter which direction that I go in, or is it all the same? I'm curious if it's all the same. It's all the same. Well, I guess so, kind of. I don't think we went to Super Mario last time, right? No, I think it's all the same. Drop down list? Yeah, like I go to the website to check who's like on, and like the list of people that I follow is also the list of people like all of you. So it's like I try to like see your name in that list. And it's like I didn't realize that you have to like that, like especially on like my browser, because like I usually view it in like a smaller window off on the side, because I usually like to have multiple things sort of laid out in the snap view, so it's like snapped to each side. It makes the whole thing smaller, and I didn't realize that you can either open it wider or view more names. Anyways, all I'm saying is I didn't see you and I'm sorry. I didn't see you and I'm sorry, and I'm ashamed of myself. Room by Kiteline. Picture O'Brien's Tower. Chariot Requiem. Chariot Requiem from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Sorry, what? O'Brien's Tower, Chariot Requiem from JoJo's Bizarre... Music from the video game King Arthur's Magic Castle. Magic Castle. I've always been meaning to go watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but all of my friends could never sell me on it, because I was like, hey, I remember asking my one friend, I was like, hey, when does the show get good? Because so far, all I've seen is him living like his slice of life in like medieval time. And I was like, when do they start fighting? And then she was like, oh, it gets really good on like, you know, second season or something. But she was like, you have to watch season 1. It's very important for the backstory. And I was like, does anything interesting? And then she's like a dog gets kicked. And I was like, oh, okay, y'all keep watching. Excuse me. Oh my god. It's the meme. It's the walkie meme. Holy shit, this art goes so hard. What the hell? Kiteline, I don't know who the developer is for Kiteline, but every single thing that I've seen made by them, they have a certain visual style that just seems to ooze something. Especially you can see in the intro screen when this game was starting. But this really shows, because this is made by them. And I don't know how, but they capture both the feeling of the meme itself, but then they also make the idea of a Merlin character look so cool. Because I don't know how to say this. Wizards get a bad rep within most media. I think wizards get a really bad rep within most media. I feel like wizards are way cooler than we expect them to be. Because the thing about being a wizard that I always found the funny, right, is that in D&D, it's the JoJo text. Yeah, exactly. In D&D, it is funny how, like, for some reason, the stat distribution means that you can't focus on both strength and intelligence. But in real life, I don't know how to say this, but the most rock climbers I've ever met in my entire life have been programmers and product managers and like a handful of, and mostly security people too, actually. Actually, yeah, a lot of the security people that I know also rock climb. But because of that, I think the D&D style of, oh, you can only build intelligence or strength is wrong. And this art is a message about that. This art is a message to tell you that even if you're a basement-dwelling software developer, hell, if you're just a basement dweller at all, you can still work out. You can still be jacked. Like this person's calves. This is the calf of somebody who only does leg raises and who's doing leg. This is somebody who kicked their way out of the womb, not head first, but feet first, and didn't dislodge their head on the way out. This is somebody who has the strength of of the gods within every fiber of their muscle, but chooses not to use them, because to them, in their eyes, it is for their own pleasure, their very muscles, and magic is the way for it. That's the way of the wizard. To recognize that the body is just an extension of the mind and not the other way around. Holy shit. Cinema. Whoa. AI generated fetish.gov/kill me/NXT/ equal 999% heal health 000. Kira has lost it. Is this the same person who like is this? To be fair, this is the same person who did make that game about your dog being lost and you had to go to the sewers and you end up killing a god to find your dog. And also, there's like all the side missions that we didn't do. I still need to do them, but I think so far it's also a story about like some idea of like how you feel as a person and like the ideas of like what is mental health. And then they made a game about a dungeon crawler where you enter the real world at some point. Spoiler, sorry. Are you ready for 7 full minutes featuring all new behind-the-scenes footage this summer? Get ready. Get set. Don't, unlike anything you've ever seen, comes a thriller, once-in-a-lifetime character. Have you ever wanted something so bad? Something I don't know. Music. Something, the song, live house in... What is this car? ¿Cómo estás? Wait, AI generated fetish.gov/kill me/NXT/ equal 999%. Bien. Ça va bien, ça va mal. Okay, don't go to the website. It's not real. And I think because I tried to go to a .gov website, the American government has me trying to find this website from the URL. I'm pretty sure that they think that I'm trying to find them. I would rather be back at the JoJo place. It's kind of scary here. I don't know. Yo, that's a good Taco Bell taco. Yo, Taco Bell only has 3 ingredients. Welcome to your final destination. Modus Interactive. Please enjoy. Modus Interactive, Bryce Room, total render time, 0. Bryce Room. Render report? Why does this look so familiar but also not familiar? Are these the stats that you get in like any program now that would tell you like what it does? Or maybe I'm trolling. Or maybe I'm grasping the straws. And maybe I've invented a new memory in my mind that is telling me that this was a real thing at some point. I don't know. I also didn't use any of the fancier software, like Cinema 4D and is it a beetle? That's either a beetle or a fly, and I can't really tell. I think it's a fly. Aquarium by Solar Raptor. Oh, this is the person that made that horror game, You Being in School, and made that really cool photography game. I actually really enjoyed that photography game. I wish there were more games about photography, because I really enjoyed the vibe of it. The ability for you to just go and decide what you want to make your objective in a way. A mysterious artifact pulsing with magic found only in the deepest depths. Holy shit, I just thought of something. Photography is you being paid to go on adventures every single day. Because what did Shackleton do? What did Shackleton dedicate his entire life to? To exploring someplace in the Arctic. I don't really remember what the whole thing was. Photography is the same way. People pay you, and you go and you discover. You find things that are already there, but that are new to you, and you find ways to make it interesting to you by discovering something new about it. Maybe the angle, maybe the lighting, maybe the timing. There's something there. This is like that, and this is what I feel for this. It's like an adventure, because you walk up to see a mysterious artifact pulsing with magic found only in the deepest depths. And if I had my Canon Mark 50, I don't know what the cameras are called, I would take a photo. What the hell's a hypnagogia? Hypnagogia. The period of repose cascading into sleep that Kekule experiences is called hypnagogia. Hypnagogia is a transitional state from wakefulness to sleep, also defined as a state of consciousness during the onset of sleep. Okay, I'm seeing screenshots of a game. Hypnagogia game by Solar Raptor. Fuck, we gotta play some more games. The universe is an infinite loop of chaotic madness that's all happening too slowly for us to worry so much about. Find comfort in that. That's a lie! Every day there's something crazier happening! Every day! There hasn't been a single day in the new year that's been sane! Not a single day! I don't like this. Helmsfield Manor by Solar Raptor. The slow and monotonous ticking of the old clock reminds you of a question whose answer will always elude you. Reminds you of a question whose answer will always elude you. Am I happy? Agents Red Jackal. Oh, I actually follow their I actually watch their videos. They make a lot of really cool viewer chat videos showing off really cool worlds with really cool effects. But they also do this really cool interview series where they talk about people and experiences. Sort of interesting to sort of see the ways that people come into the game. And now that I'm getting slowly deeper and deeper into it, it's sort of interesting to see that even my pathway is also sort of similar to others. I don't really have a unique experience. I'm not unique at all. Receiving transmission. Receiving transmission. God, what's the bit rate down here? Well, my signal is weak. Sorry, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Kira. Oh fuck. Oh god. They make scary stuff, so I'm kind of worried about this one. Hello? Hello? But these are the walls. Where's the center? If I go to the wall and I walk towards the center. You know, I especially really enjoy Kira stuff, especially like Basilisk 2K was such a beautiful, imaginative way of making a game involving exploration at the same time. I was like, wow, this is a really cool concept. It's like, I don't really know how to explain this. Even when sometimes the execution of the games can be very sort of, at least for me personally, from a subjective point of view, hit or miss, because I'm not really into the slower, old school style of like the way that games. Sorry, that was the thing in the floor. It just passed by me. I'm gonna leave it. Sorry, I was primed to scream. I was primed to scream. Even though they make things that are, you know, kind of slow in the gameplay sense, they always have this like vision and this creativity as towards what they want to do that I think is so fascinating. And it's the way that they can, I don't know how to say this, but it's the thing that I notice the most about an artist's eye is that they don't look at it solely as a technical thing. It's almost like they see the world differently as a whole. Because how do you think of an idea of making a game that's about a game editor that's cursed, that you then have to figure out what is the point of the game and sort of like figure out the secrets and the horror that's residing underneath the game that was being created surface. It's such a wildly imaginative concept that if you told anybody what the concept was, you would think this like it almost doesn't make any sense when you just say it. But it's only when you experience it that you go, wow, that's a really great angle to look at. And it really makes you wonder, like how does one gain that eye for the world, right? I almost always sort of wish this in a way, that I could take my eyes and replace them with another's so that I could see the world through their eyes. But then I always have this thought in the back of my mind that if I do so, then is what I see really what I see, or is that what they see, right? Is it me that's experiencing those things then, or is it really them? It's the rock. Upon thy shore I sighed and wept. This was a time I wish I slept forever, as in death to me. For no day could be as good as thee, and better be to die this day than let it begin to wash away. This wish and love and sharing breath, this day could bring delightful death. I have no signal. I have 3% battery. Oh, that's a cute little. Oh, that's such a nice little poem. Actually, I like the poem with the idea of what the space is. At least to me, how do I interpret this poem? If I could die any day, this would be the greatest day to die because of the happiness that is here. And the desire to keep it going, to keep the dream going on forever. Modus Interactive. It's been so long since we have seen the sky. What the fuck? Sorry, it's get the living crap out of me. Jesus Christ. You know, I think you should just look up. Yeah, this is very Truman Show-esque. It's very... That's the other thing too that I've noticed about my my ability to relate to things on a certain level. Like my ability to relate to things artistically is very much in the realm of references upon references. And even my references are so stale says to be, and not even like stale in the sense of these are old, but stale as in they don't really push the boundaries of what I know, and they don't really explore many concepts. And so it's like very often what I relate to and what I see and what I feel always sort of feels like, oh, it's just the same thing over and over and over. Because I never really go out there to see something new. And it's like, maybe I should just go out there and see something new. But at the same time, it's like, do I want to see something new by somebody else? Or do I want to be able to see the things that I want to see in a new way? I don't know. Anyway, so I hit up my old friend, right? And he used to do like a lot of drugs. He has like a pile of like mushrooms and stuff like that. And I was like, so how much would it cost to like get started? He's like, a couple $100. And I was like, probably not. And I was like, maybe I'll stick to being a normie. Watching and Waiting by Jaren Christ. Jaren Christ. I swear this is the guy who made the song for, or one of the songs for that one game. I forget the name of the game now. Lunacid. They made a bunch of songs, actually. I don't like the way that you can just stare at it. I don't like how hairy it is, too. It's so... Oh. But... And then I thought about this, too. It's like, let's say you do drugs to get some of the experience, to be able to try and, I guess, bend your mind in that way. It feels weird, because it's like... Realistically, I should be able to do it without the drugs too, right? Maybe I just need to hit my head against the wall a couple times. The Night Itself by Jaren Christ, the Jarl of Windhelm. Chat, I'm like primed for horror. This is terrifying. But this is the feeling of walking in a forest at nighttime. There was one time when my friends and I had to run away because we were being chased. I think it was by security or something, or maybe it was the police. We were trespassing in a place to climb on top of like a building. And everyone split up. I went my own way, and I went to the woods, and we do it at nighttime to make sure no one sees us, but they saw us, you know, because we had our phone lights on. And it was similar to this feeling. In the moment, the adrenaline was hitting me, and so I didn't really realize. But it was only after I left it, and when I went back to like a main road, because you could still at least hear the roads around you, and I realized that was one of the most terrifying places that I've ever been. Because I was surrounded by nothingness. Like, nobody could see me. I couldn't even see myself. It's sort of odd. Yeah!
You're a man, a tough man with issues that they won't address because they're too tough. If you drive a 10F 1040 truck, we've got something for you. Introducing the Dick Shot. Erectile dysfunction that works.
I thought they were going to talk about the new Ford.
And you need direct action.
Direct action.
Dick shot today.
Get your dick shot today.
Erectile dysfunction. Like a man.
Like a man. That's a beautiful cat.
Back pain, appendicitis, constipation, nausea,
Dick shot picked up.
Rash, dizziness, sinus congestion, dry mouth, upper respiratory tract infection, fatigue, urinary tract infection, headache, vomiting, musculoskeletal pain, anxiety.
I like how the person reading it, they had to slow down because like, what else is this word?
Edema, fatigue, seasonal allergies, gastroenteritis,
Wow.
stress, headache, toothache,
There's a lot of side effects.
Hypertension, hypoglycemia,
You're in it.
worsening of diabetes, mellitus,
Worsening of diabetes? It's sugar?
infection, bowel perforation, rejection, bleeding, bowel obstruction, bowel rejection, chronic pain, mesh migration, hernia, recurrence, headaches,
They almost cracked. They were about to laugh.
tract infection, vomiting, blood clots, gastrointestinal perforations, infection, high blood pressure, pneumonia, jaundice, cellulitis, pain, and burning during urination, and dark urine. Also known to cause disintegration, familiar problems, intrusive thoughts, bellyache, and inflammation of the blood.
Oh.
Diarrhea.
Inflammation of the butt cheeks, diarrhea. Amazing. You know what's crazy? If you had to imagine if this was real and you had to inject all of this into your penis, right? It actually might, for some people, it might explode. For others, that's maybe like 20% of the total capacity. Petrichor. I love the word petrichor. I learned it from, I learned it before Risk of Rain. But I remember when I first encountered it, I was like, this is a beautiful word, but it's the word for the smell. It's like the smell after a rain or something, I think it was. Whatever that smell was. And then I saw it being used in Risk of Rain, and then the word almost cemented in my mind as a very fascinating word, because I was like, it does have that certain quality to it, where it's like, I don't know how to say this about certain words, but like a lot of words has like a meaning for it that's very specific, because petrichor is that like scent that occurs when rain falls on dry soil. But the way that Risk of Rain used it to mean the planet, that was when I not that I had formed the idea, but I remember thinking to myself, this is just another point towards the idea that language is so malleable, because petrichor is the name of a planet, an entire planet that carries the name of the smell. It's sort of a fascinating way to use the word. But the word has that quality about it. It's sort of weird, where the word by itself has that quality. But if you didn't know the meaning of it and I just used it in a sentence, you would be like, yeah, that word makes sense. It's sort of a fascinating word by itself. And it's why I'm sad that the word is being used for something like that already, because it could mean so much more. But like, at least the concept is nice. The rain smell. Just any quotes? Wamboo. What? The fuck is a wamboo? Wamboo countdowns. Top 5 OG repo monsters. Top 5 lethal company entities. Images? Wamboo Wikitubia. Wamboo Journey to Manhood. Sorry. Amazon.ca in stock. Wamboo in the Valley of Death. Wamboo The Chieftain's Son by Pierre Prince. Wamboo Journey to Manhood. Wamboo? How I make my countdowns. You know, I really enjoy JOI countdowns. There's always something funny and comedic about the way that they do it. It's like every single one has a different style of doing it. Some of them are very involved in the idea of like how they do it. Like they might even like play around with like an actual toy or something, or even like a person, right? Others are very nonchalant. Like they just sort of go, oh, you want me to count down? All right, you sick fuck. 10, 9, 8, 7. And then they go all the way to like 3, 2, stop there. Bye. It's like, what the hell is this? Different style of every single. Oh my god, Jesus! 10 of Swords. See, this is the thing about this creative. There's so many different ways to look at the world that they can even see the world like this. I need to start creating and then start making things. Betrayer. I should have a pound of flesh, a dying, rotten piece of soul. Escape eternal, may I speak. Your crying torment stole. Pound of flesh, a dying, rotten piece of soul. Escape eternal, may I speak. Your crying torment soul. They did have the other game that was based around Dante's Inferno, and I really need to go through and actually read and learn what those things are. What is this? The Upshad Desert by Lazargod. It's just like Peak. Oh no. Your spines. Can you pull it off? Hey team, can you pull it off from falling asleep? And you just pass out. It's very quiet, but in the background, you hear a much faster beat going on. But the guitar, the way that's played, it's almost like for a much slower, quieter mood. It's nice. It's a very nice, it's a very interesting juxtaposition of like a faster beat that's happening in the background that has more energy. But because it's so quiet, it really just feels like an ambient noise in the environment, in the way that, like, I guess rain would sound like. But the guitar, the way it's being played, is very sort of like slow. Like, take a breather. If you only heard that, that's what you would feel. Kira. I really like the UI for this one. It's almost like you've built your own horizon line. Or maybe, is this how artists see the world? Like, do artists see a grid of 9 squares and a horizon line? And also, when an artist, actually, I am actually kind of nervous whenever an artist, like, looks at me for too long, because I'm like, man, you see lines. See, that's what I'm afraid of, because I'm like, I don't know how to say this, but with my normal friends, not to say that my artist friends aren't normal, but with my normal friends, we have a conversation, then I see them look at my face. One, I know which ones are like me, who don't like to look at faces, and we both know why. Namely the mod, because the mod, she does the forehead thing, and I see her eyes looking away, and I'm like, I know what you're looking at. Two, it's my normal friends who don't look at the face, but it's like very normal. They don't really linger on it. It's like they're looking at your soul. You know what I mean? You can tell when they're looking at your soul. But the artist friends, what I notice the most is they look very intensely at parts of my face, and they can look directly at my nose, and they make me much more aware of the fact that, oh, I suppose my nose is interesting. And it is. One day, honestly, if I look at my nose in the mirror, like, I'm like, man, it's really slanted from being punched. Like, it's really, really slanted. Granted, I punched the person harder back, so they're in a worse shape than, like, me back then. But I was like, man, like, my nose looks very weird. Same with, like, the rest of my face. Like, I'm like, man, I have some really, like, very weirdly strong but disproportionate features. Like, it's like my eyes are almost like extremely cave-like. It's almost like they sunken, like they sink so far deep into my skull that it's almost like there must be nothing between my eyes and my brain. You know, like I must react faster. So it's fascinating to sort of see, like, an artist friend stare at my face for too long, and they linger on my ears, on my nose, on my eyes, on my mouth, and I'm like, man, on my cheek, and then on my chin, and then on my jawline, on my cheeks especially, on my temple, because my temple looks weird too, and I'm like, and my forehead. I remember actually a long time ago, my artist friend, so they were helping me do my hair. This was like a long time ago, way back in high school, and then they held my head, and they were like, and then they just kept playing with my head. Like, they got way deep into my head, and they were, like, touching my skull. Like, just going around the entire cranium. And I was like, is something wrong? And then she was like, yeah, you got a weird fucking head. Like, she was examining it for all the shapes. And I was like, it's not that weird, right? And then I held it. And I was like, oh my god. I don't know how to say this, but my head is, like, it's shaped kind of like Minecraft Steve. But, like, not Jack Black. I mean, like, the real Minecraft Steve. Because for some reason, I've got, like, a very square, flat head. Like, both sides are square, both sides are flat. The back is flat. But in the corners of the back of my head, it's almost like horns in a way. Like, it's jutting out. So I asked my sister, and then she was like, oh yeah, when you were younger, you had something, what's that thing, a condition? Head full of water? Condition, head full of liquid. Condition, medical, head too large water. You had hydrocephalus as a child. That's the term, hydrocephalus. I was trying to figure out what the term was. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, like, you almost died. And I was like, oh, how come no one told me? They were like, we thought you knew. And I'm like, I was a child. How the fuck am I supposed to know if I'm about to die? I was a child. Please help me. I fell. Me when I'm trying to keep my skull in a nice round shape. You try not to see people's proportions, then you can never unsee it. Sorry, I read that line so late. See, that's scary to me, because now it's like, again, my worst fear is going bald, but I don't have the same fear as everyone else. Okay, other bald people, they go, I'm worried that I'm ugly. No. You worry? You're not on the same level. I know I'm ugly with no hair. The moment that I don't have hair, it's over for me. My Riz, 0. My aura, negative. My steez, gone. Floats away, falls. Please help me. I fell. I don't know how to get back. Will I ever be part of the sky again? Why are you just standing there? Won't you help me? No. You stay here with us. You live the way that we live. With my square head.
Any time now.
Why won't you die? Lineware platter. Anytime now. What? Frozen by something. What?
Any time now.
Anytime now. Anytime now. Anytime now. Any. You better do what they say.
Any time now.
God, holy shit. You know what? I had this. I actually recorded it on my phone, but I had this idea of like, there's a song that I hear in my head that I can't tell you because it sounds stupid when I say it. But I recorded bits and pieces of it on my phone last night because while I was falling asleep, I heard this song, and it was like a remix of a bunch of like voices because I was like, the voice is such a good human instrument. Sorry, what? But I was like, I really want to do this. What? Approach the egg. What could it be? Gore? Porn? Female presenting nipples? Right, because male nipples are fine. There's a violet, which is gasm policy. If you want a Twitch ban. Haha, funny fart. JK, lol, noob. Hope you have a nice day. Funny chuckles. Haha, I'm curious as to find out who created this image. This is humorous. Funny fartlaffles.biz. We're having trouble finding that site. Can somebody please buy this domain name and just put this image there? I should do that. Oh my god, that face of the smiley in the top right is so sensual. What? Mario? Bro! What's that noise? What's the noise? Stop it. Stop it. Figure me out. Stop it. Beans? Beans. What the fuck? Team you. Oh my god, it's school shooting game. Age, sex, money. 17, 11, 25, 18. Man, what is wrong with you? Former GOP congressman says from the Daily Mail police officer. Texas school shooter was chronically absent since 8th grade. Something official. Washington Post created by Desktop Trash. Oh my god. Wait, is this an Undertale character? Can someone tell me if this is this an Undertale character? But this is America. What's funny is that, like, I don't know how to say this about America, but America's fucked up right now, right? It used to be that the joke was school shootings, but now it's just shootings. It's like everybody. It's just shootings. Like, it's not just in schools anymore. It's like on the streets in people's homes. It's everywhere. Cult of the Lamb character. Wait, that's an interesting way of saying it. Cult, yeah, it is the cult of the Lamb thing. Cult of the Lamb. American police, we shoot it. When I say we, as if I'm American, but I'm Canadian. See, you know what's crazy? And I want to talk about this. There was a robot that was sent across various different countries, and it made its way all the way through multiple countries successfully in Europe and in Canada. The moment it stepped into Philadelphia, it died. Like, the Philadelphians took it apart and they killed it, and they left its body on the side of the road. So, like, this is just America now. You don't think it's Undertale? Yeah, I don't think so either. Hurt Lamp by Cat Milk. Cat Milk? Wait, that's crazy. You know what's crazy? We've never had certain animals' milk. I've never had dog milk. I've never had cat milk. I've never had hamster milk. I've never tasted, like, I don't know, I've never had beaver milk. We've only drunk cow milk. We've never had other animals' milk. I bet you other animals' milk tastes pretty good. Because I've heard that breast milk tastes like, what's that fruit? Honeydew. Like, my sister, she was like, when she was, sorry, it's a weird conversation, but she was telling me all the things that she didn't know about pregnancy. Because she was like, you should tell your wife this. And she was telling me, and then one of the things that she said was, oh, you know what's really weird? Breast milk tastes like honeydew. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, it tastes like honeydew. I'm like, whoa, that's kind of cool. And I was, and then for some reason, and I don't know how to say this without sounding weird, right? But my first reaction was, hey, can I try some? But then I realized, wait a minute, that's kind of weird to say. I'm like, but the thing is that I really enjoy honeydew bubble tea, but it's like, I don't want to drink my sister's milk. That's fucking weird. So I was like, I have to find. So I was like, I'm gonna have to get my wife pregnant to be able to taste the milk, or I'm gonna have to like find someone who's willing to donate their milk for me to taste it. But you eat beaver tails, and we love it. We eat beaver tails. We skin them. With their pellets. We do everything. You know it's not real tails. That's what we tell you. Many walk empty paths stuck between crowding mass, when all they want is to feel the meadow grass brush against their calves. Fetch a bone, another bone. The beast's eyes are always on you. Wait a minute. This is a horror story about the reality of having a dog. This is Missy. Every now and then, so dogs are so funny because they get the zoomies, and I really love it when she gets the zoomies because she gets tired really quickly. She's like very lazy. She'll get the zoomies, she'll run around like this, she'll stare at me, and then I'll run after her, and then we'll like play for a bit, and then she'll give up very quickly because she gets very lazy. But it's exactly like this. It's almost like your dog is staring at you the entire time, and it's kind of funny to think that your animal is always staring at you. But I stare at her all the time too. Leaf Blower by Cat Milk. There's always a time when leaves blowing by arrive from unexpected places. Hey partner, I got a flower for you. Hey partner, do you blow this leaf as I hold the rose on my crotch? Wow. It's a long leaf blower you got there. It's a nice position too. You can see it's so heavy that you gotta use both hands to hold it up. I got something like that too. You wanna see my leaf blower? Go on a little dance? Have a little date? Is that a leaf? This is the leaf. I actually really like this. It's kind of funny. And I like how the leaf is just rolling on by. Okay, bye now. You know what's crazy? Yeah, because like people pick up people at the bar. Like you go to the bar, it's known as the place to be picked up, right? But I've never seen somebody pick up like a construction worker. I've never seen somebody pick up like a yard worker. I've never seen somebody pick up like a person. Actually, no. My friend the mod met her boyfriend at the gym. Like I've never really seen somebody just walk up to somebody doing something else and just get picked up. Like imagine you get picked up. Do people actually get hit on when they go do groceries? Because that's the place that I find to be the weirdest. Because for me, it's like I'm hungry and I want to get home ASAP to eat. And I don't know about you, but I do grocery shopping and I do not look good. Actually, it was funny. Last time we went to Costco, my wife and I, we saw. Are you hanging out in other people's yards to see that though? Ooh, you're onto something. You're onto something. Okay, I'm okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna stand in my neighbor's yard for a couple hours and see how it goes. That's a good point. Yeah, because I'm not really like out there in other people's yards or in these spaces to like see it. Maybe it happens all the time. And it's because I'm not blowing any leaves. If I was blowing more leaves, maybe I get blown more in general. Yeah. Anyway, so sorry, we were at Costco just to finish that story too. Then everybody goes grocery shopping. And they look like death, okay? Because it's like you're doing a chore. It's not really like meant to be a sexy place. So one, I don't get why people would hit on somebody when they do groceries, right? But two, this woman walked by, and she was dressed to the nines. I was like, she's in like a full-on, honestly, it was a really nice like outfit. It was really cool looking because she looked a bit like a fashion model, right? And it was a really cool outfit with like a really cool fur jacket that I really, really liked. Because I really like the look of fur jackets, even if I don't like the source of fur. And she had her like makeup done fully, and her hair was like basically immaculate. I was like, that's a really cool hairstyle too. It's like a very, I don't know how to say it. It's a very popular style in like Asia. Actually, maybe, I've seen it mostly within China, where it's like a bob style. But it's not like a bob in the way that you usually do a bob. It's almost like a bob that's like swept over. It's a really nice look. And I was like, wow, that's a really cool look. But we're at Costco and we're both getting a hot dog. Like why are you doing this? Like, I was like, is there really a point to dressing to the nines to go get a $1.50, hot dog and pop combo? Pool boy sounds more appealing than gardener boy. Oh, but think about it, right? Pool boy is full of actually, that's a good point, because pool boy is also cleaner, and pool boy is like, if you don't want like your partner to know, you can drown them. Whereas gardener boy, you have to like dig a hole to like hide the body. Shame Devil by Scumhead. Holy shit, that's a good name. I can I say something about names? It's fucked up that streaming has this like sense of like you gotta choose a name that's like a little bit easy to understand. Cause like I would name myself Shithead if I could. You know what I mean? Like I would name myself Dickhead. I would just name myself Dickhead. Like I think that's a funny. I think that'd be a funny online name to have a channel to. Like your name is. Alright, everybody, please, if you're excited and you want to see the cool new content, where I reuse other people's content, and you please go to twitch.tv/dickhead. It's like, but you can't do that, so it's like, oh, it sucks, right? But Scumhead says, fuck that. I'm gonna live the way that I want to. The system can't hold me back. I'm a scumhead. Oh, Cumballs is also good, actually. Cumballs. And we would say, hi, Dicky. Exactly. Because think about it. If an artist can be named Lil Dicky, we should be able to call ourselves Dickies, or like dickheads. Shame made man. Guilt made Damon. Action is intent. Now it is ours to carry. This is sick. Scumhead. I'm also Googling every single person that we come across off on the side because I want to see. And their website is called Goresoft. Chat would be called the Dickheads? Holy shit, you're onto something. I think so. Chat, their website's really cool. Actually, all of their websites were really cool. Sorry. Make sure to Google all of the names that you see, because every single person in this project, like, they all have such a cool visual style. But this person's website is called Goresoft. That's good. Here we go again. The Illuminati. I thought I escaped. Well, I guess you're back. Where do wounds go when they heal? I love that phrase. So that's such a good phrase. I don't know how to say this. It has both the vibe of like I'm 5 and this is deep, or like it has both the vibe of I'm 13 and this is deep, but it is also an interesting question of an interesting perspective to look at the wound as not just the loss of a structure and the loss of stability, but as the opening to something, the opening to the inside. And the opening itself is sort of life itself, because it opens to the meat that's been alive. Because in a weird way, right? Where are our brains? Like when we look at another person and we go, wow, they look attractive or something, or like, wow, they look interesting. We're not talking about them. We're looking at the body that's hosting their brain. And so the body is this like weird autonomous suit that we wear, that the brain just tells to move with the arms and stuff, but otherwise is just sort of there. But really, all that we are is trapped in here, in our brains. Because think about it, chat. You've never seen me. You've never seen my arms. You've never seen my legs. You've probably seen my penis. You can see it all the way from like, the sky. It's huge. You can see it from space. It's huge. But you've never seen me. I'm the brain. Wow! Oh my god, it's Bad Apple! My desktop trash. Pics are not real. Only on OnlyFans. Does it play the whole thing? Copium. It's art, okay? Art is up. Art is up. It's subjective. It's interpretation. I probably should have said, epilepsy warning. Like, you're probably on the floor now, dead, but I want you to know that there is an epilepsy warning. You know what's crazy? Is that they make that stuff, and then they also make stuff like 3 verses. Like, it's crazy so desktop trash. So remember that weird game that I always really want to check out called 3 verses, and they made stuff like Kieran Loves You and stuff, right? That we played. I'm waiting for it because somehow they have such a range of like stuff that they know how to make and that they want to make. Bad Apple is such a good song. Yeah, it's funny that song became a meme because it's such a good song. Usually meme songs are kind of shit. Like, oh, well, not to say that OK Boomer is like bad, but like OK Boomer, let's say, is like very, very, basic. But then it's like, it's also like really interesting sounding, whereas like Bad Apple is just a good song the entire way. But granted, I don't know Japanese. The portal home is always blocked. Teleporter blocked. Wait, is this Doom? Wait, is this Cat Doom? His. You were thinking maybe testicles or foreskins, but foreskins is already taken by Michi's... What? Who is by Michi Mochivi's community? You know what's funny is that, like, can I say something about this? It is funny that you speak about these streamers as if it's like... Because it's funny that, like, all of you are subscribers to that one person. But it's funny that every time somebody talks about a streamer in this channel, it's sort of like with the expectation that I should know them or like that there's like a connection. But it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's like neither of us know each other. I have no fucking clue who this person is. So when you just say, it's like saying Rob. It's like saying, oh, see like Rob, how he's doing today? It's like, who the fuck is Rob? Feywood calls. The wood calls to me. I've been mushroomified. It's me. Are you my friend? The mushrooms are eating me alive. I was actually thinking about this a while ago because I was thinking back on, oh my god, it's a mushroom. Because, am I standing on it? Okay, good. I was thinking about the idea of The Last of Us and stuff, and sort of the idea of mushrooms being the thing that can end us. It's fascinating how many different types of media use mushrooms as the horror element because of how universal the concept is and how scary the concept is of being taken over by something, of having something invade your body in a very parasitic manner, but also just in a way that sort of exists to consume you, to subsume you into its mass and turn it into itself. It's sort of scary to think that we could be transformed in that way. It was fascinating to see how universal the concept was too. Like I was like looking into sort of a lot of the various mythologies around mushrooms. I was like, a lot of different cultures have the exact same idea of what a mushroom is and how terrifying that concept is. It really goes to show that the human experience is very much a thing that we all share. But also that mushrooms are one that is genuinely terrifying. Like, I actually don't like mushrooms. That Pokemon Black and White song that was a meme for a while was crazy because it was a real song. So again, wait, what's the song? Pokemon Black and White meme song. Pokemon Black and White meme song. You know that I know, so you're too lazy to type her surname. Her surname! Holy shit, as if it's like her real official government name. Her government name. The streamer's government name. Oh, that's good. Sorry, I'm trying to... Is this the meme song? You can't hear it. Actually, I can't even play it because tabbing through YouTube sucks. You don't remember how to spell it either. I've learned so much about Boy Kisser. Like a lot. I've learned a lot about Boy Kisser. There was even like a whole controversy around Boy Kisser where they were accused of something that wasn't even real. Like I was like, holy shit. It really goes to show that like, you know, the wow. He just comes out of nowhere. It really goes to show that the world just isn't ready for people that aren't heterosexual. Like it's crazy that like the world just like is still doing this, and it's like, guys, like this is like, it's perfectly fine to have this. It's perfectly fine to have people that are out there that, you know, have different interests and tastes. But every day, it's like, it's crazy because like at least in the space that I'm in, right? It's like, it's just like a normal part of life. But I realize just how sort of difficult it is to get people to see that. Oh my god. Boy Kisser. You like kissing boys, don't you? Isn't that the character from the one fighting game who became a meme or something? This song. Her government name is Michi Nathaniel Mochivi. That's a good name. That's a good name. Has she always been a streamer? This song. Cerveza Cristal! Milamo Shrimpo. What's translate? What is shrimp in Spanish? Camarón. Is it Cameron? El Cameron? El Camarón? Milamo El Camaronas. Milamo El Camarón. Wait, Cameron. Wait, is the name Cameron rooted in the word for shrimp? So is every Cameron that you know just a shrimp? Peter Pancho III by Cure. Modern Jazz Samba by Kevin MacLeod. Cure remix. License to attribution 4.0. creativecommons.org/license/by/4.0. How? What? Wow. Look. Ven a comer, restaurant y cocteleria. If you think my Spanish is bad, it's because I'm Canadian, okay? We learn French, not Spanish, but I've been meaning to learn many more languages. Peter Pancho III. Ven a comer, restaurant y cocteleria. Translate. Google Translate. Sorry, I'm tabbing to get to the window. Yeah! Sorry. Ven a comer, restaurant y cocteleria. Come eat at our restaurant and cocktail bar, Peter Pancho III. It's an ad. That's good. Hello. Kite line. Akuma Kira, thank you. So you are named after the Street Fighter character. Warning. Trees may free themselves from their holes. In case of sudden uprooting, please stay calm and report the incident to your local forest administration. That's terrifying. It is fascinating that trees are alive, so alive, but they never developed the ability to move. We have to kill it. Cat. We have to kill it. We have to kill it before it reaches Canada. Now I can click on links. And plants have a... do they have a gender? What? I feel like that... Wait, do plants have gender? I guess I never asked that question, but that is an interesting question to like ask. The weird world... Oh, wait. Yeah, because isn't like the whole thing about a plant is that they release the spores and then some of them do actually have like the pollen, but like others don't? Like it's like some will make the pollen, some will just make the acorns. Yeah, male trees what cause pollen. Holy shit. Do plants have sexes? Most plants are monoecious, meaning that individuals have both female and male structures. In flowering plants, these structures... The weird world of plant sex. For starters, plants are not like mammals when it comes to gender. Only about 5 or 6 of all flowering plant species are dioecious, that is, having separate quote-unquote males and quote-unquote females, as in what you can produce in terms of the output of... Okay, the thing. The weird world of plant sex, Manitoba Museum. Explain like a plant reproductive morphology on Wikipedia. Amongst all living organisms, flowers... Yeah, because pollen... When people are allergic to pollen, like you're allergic to like flower sperm. Yo, wait a minute. Okay. You know how I say... Like I always do this meme of like a Mr. Beast science study because he has so much money and no morals that it's funny to like do that, right? So on top of his experiment of sending kids to space to like to unlock the golden records, right? Mr. Beast science study on swallowing sperm. It's like if you're allergic to pollen, does your tummy ache when you swallow? You know what I mean? Like it's because it's like the same deal. Females are the one that flower and cause a mess. That's why pollen is worse nowadays. Because people don't like cleaning them up. Wait. Oh, I get what you mean. As in like, because they don't like to clean up the mess, so they only grow the male flowers, which like spreads the pollen because it's easier to handle, but because of the pollen's everywhere, versus the flowering ones, which would be there. But only like 5 to 6% of the flowers. I guess like, what if it's all 5 or 6% in like the Western world, and then like everything else is like its own different thing? That's interesting to think about. That like, that's interesting to think about. That like the choice of the flower that you want, based on the level of care that you want to have to, and like the work that you want to put into, determines ultimately the environment that you live in. Is the screen shaking or is it just you? No, the screen shaking for me too. You usually have both on the flowers. They can also self-pollinate. No shit! They can self-pollinate? I've always wanted a vagina. And I don't know how to say this. I've always wanted a vagina because I've always wanted to like try to self-pollinate myself. Like I've always thought of that scenario as like, man, like what would happen if you make a character that's like from you but only with you? No, you don't. That's true. No, I don't. I've heard many horror stories of having a vagina because there's so many different things that you have to deal with. Mainly the period, but also like other things too, like HPV and stuff like that. What's it called? HPV? The one where it's like you have to like get the shot and like the vaccine for it early. And like screening for it too. Like it's constant. And then the like care of it. But because again, caring for the thing is pretty easy. Caring for like, the penis is just like pull the foreskin back, clean the smegma, you're good. But at the same time, think about it. Imagine if I could birth my own child from myself with my own sperm. That'd be like what would appear? What could be created from that? I want to do that. Like it's actually good that I'm not rich. What's this music? Oh, this is the black and white theme, right? Ow. Holy shit, that's a real song from the game. Holy shit, that's crazy because it really does sound like a meme song. And I like the flavor of the song. It's got a nice flavor. Were we at night 4? Yeah, we were. House music. Invent time travel for that? No, I think I need to invent... Well... Oh, maybe. If I go back to, like, the point.
I'm not a elf. I'm not a goblin.
I'm a gnome.
I'm a gnome. And you've been...
Gnomed! And he slaps his butt and he farts, right?
Hello, old chum.
Oh, hello, old chum. You've been gnomed, you cheeky thing.
I'm a gnome.
You walk and you make the noise.
I'm not a elf. I'm not a goblin.
My throat hurts.
I'm a gnome.
I don't know how voice actors can do such thrussel. I don't know how voice actors can do such thrussel movements, such thrussel sounds, such thrussel sounds. Because for me, when I have to shake my throat to make that sort of like texture, it hurts. It gets very scratchy. There are also some plants that do have the sex. Yeah, so the Wikipedia says 5 to 6%, and I trust Wikipedia without checking the references because I'm lazy. What's this? I'm drowning. This is a weird looking model. It's very like, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like plastic, but at the same time, I actually like the look of it. It's very, very interesting. It's, you know what this is? This feels like a VRChat model that has like all the fixings. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain this, but it's like it has the cat ears, it has the third eye, it has the electronics, it has the latex suit for the adult 18 plus only ear sessions. Yes, and the ankles are like broken, so it even has the like tracking issues where it's like, because last night Magni was explaining you have to have one on your ankle and then one on your foot, right? So it even has like tracking issue, but it's also got fairly sizable titties, and it's got really, really cool sort of like bob level hair with very long accentuated anime neck. It's got like everything in one, and it feels like this is the prototypical VRChat character. It's actually almost impressive how VRChat prototypical it is. What the fuck? Holy shit, that's sick. Chat, this is the coolest. This is such a sick idea. Is you're just here and you're taking a photo. Group meowing starts in 15 seconds. Meow. Meow. Is that a leg? Is that a leg in the? What is that at the bottom? God, it's a turtle. What? What is this? He wants to. Is that me vomiting on it? What's it doing? It's playing with string. Is that a sexy cat? Why does that cat got like ass cheeks? Is that a sexy cat? What is this? And I want to vomit on it, or I want to piss on it. I don't even know what this is. I'm trying to decipher what the meaning of this is. But you know, there's a VR game called Anthro Heats. Anthro Heats, it's a VR sex game where you in VR can play, can have sex with various anthropomorphic animals, characters. It's basically a furry game for sex. Released in December last year. Can you just crazy? Last year now means 2025. It hurts me so much. Karai, half of a duet. Isn't that the bird? Oh my god, I know this story. Oh, this is so sad. This is a bird that it's extinct, and I remember the story is apparently one of the ways that it finds its mate is it sings a song. It sings a song and it's supposed to get like a call and a response. And the last bird of the species was singing the song, and it got no response. The bird in this world was speaking a language that nobody knew, and nobody cared to say hello to it. It died alone. This is a real bird, by the way. Like a real... It's genuinely heartbreaking. And this is a really nice depiction of it. Though that flower looks like a face. What the hell is that? Orchids and sunflowers can self-pollinate. Yes! See? I could have my own child if I just figure it out. I need to figure out the science. The sun above me and a concrete floor below. Scratch the chain links, maybe bare my teeth for show. But twice a day, I don't go hungry anymore. Feel in my bones just what the future has in store. I pace in circles so the camera will see. Look hard at my stripes, there'll be no more after me. Wow. You know, last time when I found that zoo stream for the Toronto Zoo, and I was like, it's kind of sad that, you know, the giraffe was just there alone, and I was curious what happened. And then we learned that the other giraffe died because it was crushed between one of the doors on January 1st of all days. And then to know that, you know, zoos are both a place that is, you know, designed to extract money in order to take care of the animals. And to know that some animals will just have to live alone, knowing that it's the last one of its kind, that it'll never ever have anybody around it. Because in sort of I guess like the view is that animals don't have any feelings, right? But it's like, if you ever see an animal, you know it has feelings. Even the dumbest animal has feelings that you can think of. Like even the bug that seems dumb to us, because it's like, what are you doing? Even that thing probably has feelings too, at least in my mind. And so it's like, because you ever see like a picture of like a cat's brain? It's like the size of like a walnut. Like you would just eat it. It's very small, but it has so much feeling in it, you know? And so just to think about, like, imagine if we were left with no family, no friends, no other people, nobody but this strange alien creature that just keeps us within a cage to stare at. And we keep crying out, but no one's there. All we do is we try to communicate with this thing, but it doesn't even understand us. And it just feeds us, and there's a camera watching me, but I don't know what that thing is. It's just there up at the ceiling, and it just churns too. And I'm like, that's a weird animal too. That's what the animals feel. Lays by the shoreline while the sailors disembark. Scratch out a place to sit and rest down in the dark. Smell something burning. Downwind just a little ways. They set up camp and sing and sweat and work for days. I have no fear of anyone. I'm dumb and wild and free. Okay, I literally just put an entire essay. I poured my heart into this essay to like humanize you, to give you feelings, and you call yourself dumb, you stupid animal. I'm a flightless bird, and there'll be no more after me. The dodo. That's when they went extinct because we ate them. And the top one, I swear, is that it's a species of... It's like, was it like a species of coyote or like a wild dog or something? That was like... It's a caracal or something? Or maybe that's like the cat. But there was like a species that like also had a similar story where they eventually went extinct. And they were just kept as like show dogs, but then they're also eaten, I think. In Costa Rica, in a burrow underground, climb to the surface, blink my eyes, and look around. I'm all alone here as I try my tiny song. Claim my place beneath the sky, but I won't be here for long. I sang all night. The moon shone on me through the trees. No brothers left, and there'll be no more after me. Deuteronomy 2:10, the mountain goats. Wait a minute, we can read the Y'all Bible version. The Bible Y'all version. So for those of you who don't know, the Bible has a Y'all version which was made in order to make it simplified, because there's a lot of different uses of like you, the singular, and you, sort of like you as in y'all. And so the y'all version of the Bible was made to make that distinction of like you and y'all in order to help people read the Bible. But because of that, we can read Deuteronomy 2:10 in y'all. The Bible y'all version, Deuteronomy 2:10. Holy shit. Read online. Sorry, I have to like tab through this. Deuter oh, it's Deuteronomy 2:10. Then we turned and took a journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea, as Yahweh spoke to me, and we traveled around Mount Seir for many days. Yahweh spoke to me, saying, y'all have traveled around this mountain long enough. Y'all are to turn northward. You are to command the people, and y'all will pass through the border of y'all's relatives, the descendants of Esau who dwell in Seir. They'll be afraid of y'all, but y'all must be careful. Y'all are not to contend with them, because I will not give y'all any of their land, not even enough for a footstep, because I have given Mount Seir to Esau for a possession. Y'all may purchase food to eat from them with silver and buy water to drink. Y'all, amen, y'all. God bless. A real version of the Bible, by the way. Real actual version. You missed the Philistine. The Philistine? Or like, isn't that the Philistines? Is it related to the Philistines? That's the animal. That's the Philistine. That's the one that we see there. Oh my god, that's it. Thank you. The Philistine. The Tasmanian tiger is the Tasmanian wolf. Wait, is this a Tasmanian devil thing that I keep hearing about? They died out in New Guinea around 3,000 years ago, but we have a photo of them in 1903. It's not a Tasmanian devil. Bounty hunting was introduced. Oh my god. And the last one died at the Hobart Zoo in Tasmania. The devil is a different... Oh my god, the Tasmanian devil is so cute. I don't know how to say this, but the cartoon Tasmanian devil looks ugly. The real animal, it looks like... I can't do the photo because the game's capturing my mouse, but it looks a lot like... it actually looks a lot like Missy, my chihuahua, but with like an overbite. It's actually so cute, and I want to kiss it, but I know it would bite me. God, there's so many different animals that I just want to hold, but they're so like angry at me, and I get it because my people eat you, but it's like not my people as in like, you know, like that thing. I'm saying like humans eat them, so I like get it why they hate us, but like the humans, we as humans also have that like cuteness aggression thing. Okay, the prophets, the leaders, given the abusers, the users, all robed and shaking men. Take back what is due. I cannot find my blade or reason to stitch anew. Rage fuels progress through death and death and death and death. Yo. Now this is a statement. The prophets, the leaders, given the abusers, the users, all robed and shaking men. Take back what is due. I cannot find my blade. I cannot find the tools to do such a thing. This is so cool. This is somebody's scanned art. It's very Junji Ito. I mean, not Junji Ito. It's a very God, what's that artist's name? There's a South Korean artist who passed away at some point. And the one thing that they did was this, I think they were South Korean, was they did this like giant canvas of different drawings that something Kim Jungi, I think that was their name. And the way that they did the art was similar to this, where not a single space would be empty, and the only empty space would be negative space in order to like give form to something. It's so fascinating that they transformed a single sheet of paper into a canvas. It reminds me of this, where the only negative space is to give form to something. To give form to something. And emptiness is a method by which things are given a reality. And not just a thing to have because it's undone. Music by Jaren Christ. Wait. Jaren Jesus Christ? That was a weird timing that I made the connection to his name to being Jesus Christ, and then he started moaning. An artwork by Laumbi. Look at all the detail in this. Pot of boiling water. I actually learned that the idea of punishments and, like, you know, hell having all these various levels of punishment was actually a thing from Dante's Inferno. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. That it came from fan fiction and not like the actual Bible. Because I was like, if I was writing the Bible, I would make it sound as awful as it did within Dante's in Inferno. But no, they stopped and said the Bible and like, it's just bad. You don't want to go there. Doesn't really sell how bad it is. These numbers correlate almost to different parts of the people. It's almost like you can draw Junji Ito. No. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's good. Junji Ito. No. Jesus Christ. Circa something BC. Why are there numbers? I think you're supposed to draw almost like a connection to them. Maybe you go from 25 to 25 and like 110 to 110. Because like 101, 110. Maybe it's to draw your eyes to the idea that these are connected in some way. Paint by numbers? Holy shit, you might be onto something. Maybe. I mean, now I kind of want to try that. I mean, what's weird is that you can just open the files of the game and just get them, I think, so. But I do want to see what it is. Agent Red Jackal. That's a sick logo. That logo reminds me of Live Leak. Kathy Dance. Cat dance. Kathy dance? Cat dance. Wait, this is us watching a television. This is us watching a TV of a cat dancing. Kattuga dance. Oh my god. It's like slow. So my wife has a song on their playlist. It's like a slowed down bass boosted reverb version of a song. And it sounds exactly like that. We're in a boat. What's the song? We're in a boat. Oh, it's Loch Ness. It's what? Tree. What's the Loch Ness monster meme again? It's something like Tree Fitty. Come here. You want some Tree Fitty? Come here. That's good. Holy shit! I did not expect that. I did not expect the Loch Ness monster tree fitty meme. Tree fitty meme. Isn't that the island? What's that painting of the island? It's like the keeper of death or something bringing you to the island. Death bringing you to the island or something. Oh! Island boy. No, it's not the Island Boys. It's not the Island Boys. I'm an island boy. Life up. I'm an island boy. That got the icon on the bottom right is very House of the Dead like. Actually, this whole thing looks very House of the Dead like. A furry based House of the Dead would go hard, and I need to make a House of the Dead style game. I need to make a House of the Dead style game. Excuse me, there's like a bug eating my eyeball. Oh god, please, someone help me, please. Holy shit, I've never thought of the fear of like a bug on your eyeball eating your eyes. That's terrifying. Super Dodo World by Oh, but this bird is dead now. The dodo. It doesn't exist anymore. Wait a minute. No, I get why it doesn't exist anymore. It looks very tasty. It looks kind of like, I don't know how to say this nicely, but it does look like a turkey, and I can see why the pilgrims wanted to eat it. Sorry, oh god, my throat. I need to drink some water, sorry. That was the spirit of the dodo bird entering my throat suit to try to kill me. I thought that was Donkey Kong, but it's not. What's his name? Peter and Piper? What's his name? Johnny and Bravo? What's his name? It's the puzzle piece game with like these two as the bird in the back. Banjo Kazooie? Bear and Bird Country. Banjo Kazooie, that's the one. Which one's Kazooie? Which one's Banjo? Banjo! Kazooie. Which one is Banjo and which one's Kazooie? Banjo Bear, okay. Hey Banjo, you feeling okay? I lost my family. Kazoo. Wait, oh, because he's a kazoo, because birds make a kazoo noise. And Banjo, the bear, it's because they ran out of... You know what's funny back then? Is that back then, every character had to have a shtick. Every single character. It's like, oh, Super Mario jumps and says, Yahoo! Banjo Kazooie had to play the banjo. Fuck is this? These? Wait, I swear that's... Ew, this sounds disgusting. This looks like, what's that actor's name? It's like the meme of him smoking. He's very stressed and he's smoking outside. It's like we're in a movie theater. What the hell's that? Is that toilet paper? Why is it on the toilet? Hello everyone, welcome to the Gray Leno show. What? Tonight I'd like to introduce a very special guest, Gray Leno. Like Jay Leno. I didn't realize Jay Leno has like so many things going on, eh? It's sort of interesting to think about, but Jay Leno as a person is interesting in that I thought that once you're done a talk show, you're kind of done in life, but no, he still like does stuff and he still is a fairly sort of active person within the world. And I was like, wow. But it's also sort of fascinating to see like what a talk show host does after, because I've always looked at a talk show host kind of like a streamer where it's like, and really like most personality types, right? Most personality type entertainers or like just people in general, what do you have beyond your personality? And I don't know how to say this well, right? But it's like, if you've no skills and you're just a personality person, it's like, okay, everyone has a fucking personality. Why does yours matter so much? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird to think about that angle, but I do think about that a lot. And it's why I push myself to try to do things, because I know that if I let myself fall into that pit, if I let myself fall into the pit of personality, I'll never be a true human who can do things. I'll just be like a slop human. This is a urinal. Piss man. Holy shit. It's soup. My friend was playing a game. It's an online game, and this person in this party was apparently dressed in all yellow. And he was like, hey P-boy, and then everyone in this party started calling this guy P-boy while they're doing a dungeon, right? The next time they party up with that person, they change their entire look. They got rid of all the yellow on their clothes because they didn't want to be known as P-boy. Oh! Everywhere, just everywhere on the you know, some people back in school, like these fucking psychopaths, man. My school was one of the worst schools in the entire like city, and like they would just pee on everything. I knew a dude who like tried to pee up here, like around it, and I was like, buddy, just piss this. You can finally piss standing up. That is impressive, because I don't think you don't have the like nozzle, right? But also, if you think about it, right? Why would you want to do that to yourself? Why would you want to do that to yourself? Because I'm going to be honest with you, sitting down to pee, there's no splash. There's no risk of it going somewhere that you don't want it to, okay? It's really nice and clean. The only time, and I don't know how to say this without sounding weird, but game has fulfilled my dream. Oh, you're talking about the game itself. I thought you meant in real life. I thought you meant the thing that drunk people do. Because I've seen drunk women... What they do is like they like spread their legs open and then they just like let it rip and you just see the stream going right from like in between like dress. Like I've seen that in like public a couple times when I used to go downtown late at night very often. What was I gonna say about the piss? There was another thing about the piss. No, that's awful, right? Because the splash to like thing. Because like I don't know. Because like whenever I go to shovel and it's really cold, it shrinks. It shrinks a lot. And the problem is when it shrinks, the skin sort of like molds around it. The skin kind of like gets stuck around it. And you can't open it because the skin is stuck. So you have to pee, but you can't open it because the skin is stuck. I have to like dip my balls into hot... I have to like dip the whole apparatus into lukewarm water to help warm it back up. Or I have to like cup it to help warm it to get more length so that it can finally open up the foreskin because I can't pull it back, right? So... But if I didn't sit down to pee, that thing would spray everywhere. Because even when I sit down to pee, it sprays everywhere, and I don't notice it until you do it. Because you don't feel it. You don't feel it shrink. It's just there. But when it shrinks and you try to pee and then you realize, oh, it's stuck. Like you feel it slowly, and then it just explodes and there's piss everywhere. Now imagine that when you're standing, and there's piss everywhere on the button. It's like piss on the seat, piss on the lid. Like that's, and then you know what's crazy? On one of the YouTube VODs, I'm not kidding you. Sorry, POV, you're in the urinal and someone's telling you their cool business idea for crypto, right? I'm not kidding you. On one of the VODs, I was talking about sitting down to pee being superior to standing to pee. And somebody in the comments said, it's not that serious. You just wipe yourself off. And I'm like, buddy, and I remember replying, I was like, you just admitted on the internet that you piss yourself. Like, think about how insane that is, that you just admitted on the internet that you splash yourself with your own pee, and you think it's okay because you just wipe it off as if it doesn't seep into your clothing. And I'm like, you fucking maniac, like, just sit down. Like, what's wrong with you? It's not that serious, but I'm like, not that serious, but also like, yeah, piss on yourself. Like, oh, I'm sorry, pee boy. You got piss in your body. It doesn't make any sense. Just sit down and pee. You're learning too much. Now you know. Now you know shrinkage is real. And I don't know about you, but like my skin in the morning gets very, very sticky. You're planning on challenging yourself to make a... Sorry, your message is so wholesome. Your message is so wholesome after what I just said. You're planning on challenging yourself to make your mum a skirt because it's easier to make clothes for yourself than for someone else than someone else for someone else than stuff. Yes, so you get the being more than what you can do right now, right? Like it's like that desire to push, but it's so hard because like exactly that feeling. Doing things for yourself is hard. It's actually so. Sorry, this is why I want to talk about the streamer. Thank you for the subject change. Everybody say thank you. She saved you once again. The one thing that I enjoy about streaming is that it does give me an excuse to make weird projects for the stream, which I think is very enjoyable. Because I don't know about you, but like writing software is not as cool as it sounded like when I first got into it. Because even in the industries that I've worked in, which should have helped people, like health and security and all these other different things, right? Mainly like the healthcare stuff. Very few of it has actually gone to help people. It's mostly been systems around it. You rarely get access. And even when you do get access to build that stuff, I've had the experience that it's usually really just a way to extract value from people and not really about the life-saving thing, because the life-saving thing is already researched. It's like done. It's within labs. And like, I wish I could take part in that. And if I knew, I would have gone into biotech instead of just programming. But I thought maybe programming could be the way, and I liked it. But no, it definitely doesn't feel like that. But at least for stream, I can make things, and at least it's fun for us to play with. You know what I mean? So. It's been nice. I really appreciate the stream and all of you. Streaming challenged you to learn how to use Blender. You love that. Is that okay? Are you blinking? Please help me. Are you blinking SOS? I don't know how the fuck to use Blender because I've been trying to use this thing. I just found out like the hotkey to like do the subdivision as like an edge ring or something, and I was like the entire time the way that I used to make lines or like I've been making the like shapes is I delete the faces and then I position the vertices manually, each and every single vertex, and then I connect it based on the quad shape that I want in the hopes that it looks good. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's so hard to use. You also want to try learning Blender? It's your good luck. If any of you know how to use Blender successfully, I'm gonna hire you for a 3D model, because that's the one thing that I don't think that I will understand without significant effort. 3D modeling really feels so different, because I genuinely just don't know what to do. I've pissed so much, I'm pretty sure I'm like my bladder has come out of my urinal tract. You probably do everything a slow way. You know what it is? I feel like it's like I have that feeling too, where it's like I feel like the only way is the slow way. Like I really don't know if there's a faster way, but there has to be, because I see people model in videos and they go like boom, 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 boom. Here you go, a donut. It's like, what the fuck? How did you do that? I'm pressing the buttons. It's not doing the same thing. Also, no joke, this does happen at the urinal, and I hate it so much. is whenever somebody starts to speak to me at the urinal, it's a real thing. I don't like speaking to people at the urinal because I don't know how to say this. I want to focus on the pleasure of the pee leaving my body, and I don't really know how to say this in a non-weird way, but I really enjoy the feeling of when the pee leaves my body because it's a pleasure that I can't really describe. It's not just a relief, it's almost like a little bit of a pleasure. It's like coming without coming. If that makes sense. It's really nice when you have to hold in a pee and then just let it out. It's like, relief. It's like that pressure building. It's like, So when someone talks to me, I can't focus on feeling pleasurable. I have to focus on what they're saying. And I'm like, buddy, if I have to piss, it's going to be a good time for me. So I might as well just enjoy it. But you're ruining it for me. Anyways, I have to go pee. So be right. That was a great piss. That was the most immersive piss break that I've ever done on stream. Sorry, I also can't scroll up the chat. I have to do it after maybe. Oh, I can. Here we go. You want to 3D model your characters. You figured out Creative, so Blender should be fine, right? Yeah, but then that's what I thought too. But I get it. I get now why there's a whole different pipeline where a single person does a model, single person does sculpting, and then a single person does the actual texturing. It feels like a whole different skill set. It's so weird to think about the way that you have to how you model things. You use Visual Studio for your model. You think that'd be an easier way to start than going straight to Blender for it. Then you could do what Athel did, which was make her hat separately within Blender. I was thinking about it, yeah, because I think she was mentioning it last time, how she made it to me as well. And I was like, that's a really cool way of doing it. But then I was also the discussion on VRChat last night of I look like a tourist, but I also feel like a person sort of not in my own body. And I wanted to make a character fully of my own to really, really try it out just to see if it's possible, right? So it's I'm in this 50-50 world of I want to be... I want to be somebody! I want to be somebody! I want to be... You don't want to use built-in assets since they would never be close to what you want. So true. it would actually be impossible to get it to, I don't know, feel the way that it should be. Sorry, health 100. Status detected. Mold level 2. Key item lasagna. My inventory item is lasagna. I have 4,000 crystals. Cerveza crystals. I have a many scent, many meats. Lumpy touch. I swear this person does really interesting both. I've seen a lot of the emotes on 7TV and I've seen a lot of their videos. They make some weird stuff. I know they made like a Morbius, what's like a pinball game or something. It's very odd. But why lasagna? The contraption contains an offering of rancid meat. Ew. Rancid meat lasagna. That'd be awful. Spacewalk by Zarade. Oh, look, there's a little diamond. It's a spacewalk. It's got a little diamond in the middle. It's got a little diamond. This is the entirety of the Earth solar system. The Milky Way is gone. Yo! A lost atmosphere. Yeah, this isn't... It's weird to think about, but... I don't know why... I think I know why we did it, but... When we moved from these phosphorus lights into like the bright white LED lights, I feel like we lost something. We lost whatever this feeling was. It was a very unsettling feeling, but I enjoyed that feeling of the lights being this fake warm glow. It's as if, in a way, humanity is trying to bring the warmth of the light back during the night. But in the end, all we have is this pale imitation that at best just looks like eyeballs with, you know, some emission texture on it or something. Or like something like that, you know what I mean? Like it's just there. But I really enjoyed the look of it because it made everything feel antiquated. Like it made everything feel very dated and antiquated. I don't really know how to explain it, but with the bright white light, it feels too much like a sterile reality that I don't want to be in. Whereas the orange light, it felt like an antiquated, dated, but also sort of like vintage piece of life. It was like that type of feeling of like a slice of life. You know what I mean? But also, I don't know about you, but like the parking lots around me, they don't get fully empty anymore. It's sort of weird. And also like the way that buildings are arranged, but you don't really have these weird random parking lots off in the middle of nowhere too. And I miss that. Like I miss just like a parking lot in the middle of nowhere. Now everything's designed around like a business or a plaza or like a opportunity. It's sort of like it's all very well designed, but I kind of miss that like weird, strange way that the emptiness was in a way chaotic from like a civil engineering sense. Sort of strange. We lost the feel of what could be in the darkness. Yes, exactly. What could be inside a darkness? It was gone. Sodium vapor street lamps. That's the term. Sodium vapor. Yeah, like I don't know. Like that's the one thing that I sort of miss is like the ability to just hang out during nighttime during like a dark moment. Nowadays, you know, police like harass me if like you stay out for too long or like just like somebody walks up to you and like asks you some crazy shit if you're out at nighttime for too long. But most of my best memories happened in the dark, and that sounds like I'm making a joke about sex, and like sex does happen in the dark. But I'm just saying that like a lot of the memories, it's like something about at nighttime. Something about nighttime gives a sense of calmness to everything, and it sort of it's like the winding down of the day, so everyone's in the same mood, right? But nowadays, I definitely feel a different energy from nighttime, where you know I'm more likely to have somebody walk up to me and then ask me, and I swear to God, real interaction. This was me after work at nighttime when I stayed late because for something. A lady walks into the bus and she sits beside me and she's like, "Hey, you're Asian, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." How did you tell? Because I'm like, you can like you know, like some people are like they don't mention race at all. Well, I'm gonna tell you, if you see me, like I look Asian as fuck. And I was like, "How could you tell?" And she's like, "Oh, you know, just kind of guessed." And she's like, "So what's your favorite food?" And I'm like, "McDonald's." She's like, "No, what's your favorite food?" "Yeah, like I like hamburgers and spaghetti and stuff." She's like, "No, like Asian food, like chow mein and stuff. Like, what's your favorite food, man?" And like, I don't know. I was born in Canada, I've been in my whole life, which is true. And she kind of stopped asking after that. But I was like, I got to be careful of her. And then I saw her a couple of days later when I was going to work, and she, I'm pretty sure she like ran the local community of like I guess like homeless people, because I swear I always saw them on the streets after, and I was like, oh, like not to say that explains a lot, but I was like, it kind of explains a little bit. She was probably like on something. But yeah, like nowadays I get more interactions like that than something like what it was before. Like I remember an interaction a long time ago when I was hanging out with my buddy from high school. We went to go play pool in Chinatown, this place. That's used to be a gang place, actually. I actually don't know why we went there. But looking at it and sort of seeing the history of my family and also like my family's friends, like I was like, it kind of makes sense. But now it's a very chill place where you go, you eat bubble tea, you just play pool. It's a very nice place. It's a very sort of underground. It's very out of the way. No one really knows about it, but it's still a great vibe of a place. It's a great place to go for like a late night hangout. But back then, it felt very different because back then it was so nice and chill. Like nothing really happened. Hell, even at that time, it was like 1 a.m. There was like a family walking around. It's like a mother and a father and a kid. And I remember this story specifically because this kid stood beside us because like we were waiting for the light to turn to go over the crosswalk, right? And the parents sort of walked by us, behind us, and the kid just stopped beside me. And he just kind of stood there. And because to give context, we're in Chinatown. The parents are Asian. The kid's Asian. I'm Asian. My friend is not Asian. My friend is like a mix of, I think it was a mix of Jamaican and German or something. So like but like he is like, he's like very obviously not Asian. You know what I mean? But because I'm Asian, I think that kid thought that I was his parents because he stood with us for the entire duration of the crosswalk. And me and my friend, we didn't say anything because we were just curious to see what would happen with the parents. Like, because he was the one who was like, yo, is that kid yours now? And I was like, well, what? Like, I was like, oh shit, there's a kid here. And so we just looked at the parents and we're like, oh, should we like call them? And so at some point, the kid looked up at us and he was like, huh? He was like, wait, you're not my parents? So I was like, and then I had to yell like, hey, your kid. And so the parents, they like look behind them and they look around them like, oh shit, where's my son? And then the dad, he looked back and he saw the kid standing with me and they started laughing. So they came by, they like got the kid and we laughed about it. And, you know, it was a funny moment. But that stuff doesn't happen at nighttime anymore. I don't know why, but like I know a lot of reasons why. Like COVID was a rough time on people. The economy's not doing too hot. Like, you know, it gets rough, right? But like back then, like even during nighttime, you had these like very human interactions within the city. And Toronto's like usually one of the safest cities in all of North America, which is saying something considering that North America is also like, you know, the hellscape that is America, right? So, but like that stuff just doesn't happen anymore. Like you don't get those organic moments of just life, of people interacting, of just people enjoying the nighttime. Now it's like the moment that the light gets down and a certain time passes, it's like, all right, everyone go home, lock your doors. It's time. It's time for what's that movie? It's time for the purge. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh shit, you just don't get that feeling anymore. I don't know. It sucks. It's just empty now. But this is what this is. This is that feeling. You know what's crazy? If they were angry at us, I think they could have been like, why are you kidnapping a child? But like honestly, like it was just so funny to see that kid just stand beside me and then to have him look up at me and be like, huh? Like he was like, who are you? And I was like, I don't know, look, your parents over there, man. I don't know why you stopped here. Because it was so funny to think that this child, because they were very relaxed, because you know it was a very relaxed time and people would just walk around there often. Because, you know, Chinatown's like a very cozy place. It used to be dangerous way back when, but like, you know, after all the gangs sort of like stopped doing this stuff and triads and all this stuff sort of like left and all the sort of like offshoots left, it really just became sort of like a bunch of people just trying to live their lives, very sort of family oriented. Even nowadays, there's sort of like a business association being built up to try to make that whole space a lot better. But but like, because of that, it was a funny moment and not like a terrifying moment. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I was like, even years later, like I'm like, I would not lose my child like that. Like I'm like, not to be like a helicopter parent, but like just to at least be a little bit aware of where they are around you in the space, because it's like, I don't know about you, but like kids are stupid, and because they're young, like, you know, kids are stupid. They'll just run around. You have to actually like try your best to make sure that they don't kill themselves. Because kids, and I've heard this described best by my sister. She was like, when the kids are young, they're actively trying to kill themselves at all times. It's actually up to us as the parents to make sure that they don't kill themselves. And I was like, yeah. And I don't know how they lost their kid, but it was funny. Hello? Video rental store. What's that? Oh my god, what's that video rental store? Blockbuster. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. Oh my god. It's getting so old in my mind. It's the memories are getting so old in my mind. It's been gone for so long that I've almost forgotten. I've almost forgotten the very idea, the very concept of a blockbuster. Oh my god. Like, I grew up with that shit. And I almost forgot about it. God. I need to do drugs now. Hi, whoa. Like the Blockbuster. You want to return the video? Not fast enough. You wanna stick it in? Not fast enough. Not fast enough. Hey, you want to return your video? Okay, right here. Not fast enough. Fuck you. I'll take it home, because you know what? You won't be open in a couple of years anyways. And you know what? You'll never feel the pleasure. You'll never feel the pleasure of having a videotape. I forget the actual name of it now. A VHS in its sleeve, in its movie sleeve, that you slip through the hole of a return box. And as you see Tom Hanks from Castaway's face slowly disappear as he sinks deeper into the impenetrable darkness that lies beyond the return chute of a Blockbuster. And also a Blockbuster that Zale said. Although it is funny, because I need to tell you about this. My local libraries have chutes on them. I think all of them do. So it's like, if you need to return a book, but the library isn't open because it's not time yet, but that's the only time that you have, outside the building, there's a chute. You put all the books and stuff that you borrowed inside. And they even do games and stuff. So I imagine you put your power tools in it too. And you just put it in, and you close the chute, and it just tumbles away, and you hear it go, and it's like, you know, because it's like clanking around. So I guess I get the same. War? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Oh, the library by Gerbeek. Gerb B3AK. Gerb Nawaz in Scarborough, Ontario. Yellowpages.ca. Okay, that's the wrong one. What is your name? What? Groom man? This is the cinema. Wait, this is just the cinema pose. What does that even mean? Square? It's just cinema. What is it? What is your name? G-A... Gark? I can't read this. It's not even their fault. I just never learned. Care Bear! Care Bear! Care Bear. Care Bear is a musical artist. Care Bear. There we go. They made songs such as Victorian Age Architecture, Gothalocks, Trauma Suit, I Cried for You, You Won the Prize, Smiley Face, Sun Tapestry. You can find them at G3BB. You can find them at G3B3AR.bandcamp.com. Whoa! Moss Grotto by Gare Bear. It speaks to me. That's a really nice beat loop. I don't know how to say this. It is pissing me off, though. I don't know how to say this nicely. The beat loop is pissing me off because it keeps stopping when it gets good. But I do feel like I'm listening to like a Joey Badass debut album song, almost. And also, Moss Grotto. I've never seen a place like this in real life. I do want to find a place that's sort of like this idea of like a swampy, because it's been raining place with a bunch of architecture because it's like someone's home. You know what it is? My whole life I've been so poor that we've lived in like shitty homes that we finally have a home, and the home that we're in doesn't have this aesthetic, and I sort of wondered to myself, what's the point of spending all this money to buy a home if it doesn't even look like this? You know what I mean? Like, I can't have my own like garden swamp hidden away, sequestered behind rows and rows of hedges and beautiful concrete pillars with, you know, very strange and possibly austere, is that the word, and genuinely possibly evocative, genuinely confusing bits of like, you know, concrete artwork on them. Like, I have to live in like a concrete hell and not like a concrete haven. It sucks. You're telling me architecture in Canada was not Parisian? This fucking sucks. Night 7. Snail, level 99! Ha! Ah! Ah! Die! When you encounter a snail, I can discharge. Wait. Snails discharge. And I like the character of the Kira character on the top left, like our character portrait. It's almost like the drunk smiling. I don't really know what this is. You know what it is? The facial expression of the character is very similar to the idea of the anime a Hagao pleasure shirt, where you can feel the pleasure of like the nut and the orgasm like soaring through the body of the anime character, because the mouth has that same thing where it's like it does the water droplet thing where it kind of cuts open, but it's not a real water droplet. It just cuts open the mouth in the shape of it, and the eyes almost have that sort of like, and like once you see it, then you'll always see it. But like the device that they use is also the like eyes, where like one eye is like slightly more open than the other eye because they're trying to like handle like nut, right? Because the whole body's like, you know, getting it's like nutting. It's very Ahego-esque as I'm fighting and I'm discharging on the snail for 100 damage. The snail is so tanky. Is this Minecraft? Why does it look so Minecrafty? Also, the slime looks so MapleStory-y. Yo. You think she's an anthropoid? You think she's you think she's an You think she's an Anthorheat? No joke. If Anthorheat had this character, I would play the fuck out of that game. Holy shit. I want to fuck the shit out of her. Wow. What a great character. Maybe I am a furry. It's also like a really cool looking character. It's a bit like, you know what's funny? I don't know how to say this. Holy shit, there's feet! I don't know how to say this. But oh my god, wait, he's praying to her. I peel off my skin, perverse and rotten, gaze skyward for more than flesh begotten. Oh, my queen, put your queen, sit on me, please. This character looks like what Iron Mouse is if you described the streaming VTuber character. Not as in like the streamer. I mean, like if you described Iron Mouse's VTuber character and you said this is her character, she's like a demon that has like a very sort of like Lolita gothy sort of like poppy e-girl type of look. This is what I would have imagined. Not the current character that she has as a VTuber, but this. This feels like an Iron Mouse tribute room to like a real Iron Mouse type of character that's like a real god or something. But god damn. Please tell me, please, who made this? Vitage art, Vitage art. Please. I will pay you good money for the 3D model of this character, and I will mod Anthorheat for you to add your character into Anthorheat so that we can have hot, steamy sex, cum-filled sex with your character. Please. I'm begging you. In VR. I will do it for you. You'll need to program a single thing. I'll do it for you. Also, another artistic quality that I really enjoyed about this that was similar to Another Room. It really reminds me of that H.R. Geiger style-esque style, that idea of like these organic shapes, but also very sort of like, it's organic shapes that have a very machine-like feel to them. It's very odd how it's both like genuinely organic but also strangely artificial at the same time. And I really enjoyed the 3D effect in this room, despite it being flat images from a certain distance away, because of the baked sort of lighting into, but because of the like shading within the image, it makes it look like a real 3D image. Like I can see her titties like really out there in front of my god. She's so god. Maybe this is, you know like other furries have their furry awakening to Nala from Lion King. My furry awakening is this room right here. This is my furry awakening. I am rock solid. Wait, isn't this that like science thing where if you get too much of the liquid, it'll pour back on itself? Accelerating winds climb bottle. Oh, my wife. Sorry, just give me a second. I'm gonna text my wife. That was good. Also, I actually should probably check the thing. I'm pretty sure my OBS froze something. Sorry. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, some of the I noticed the counter for when I would run out of space got like frozen. I'm like, maybe the thing is like dying, and it was kind of dying, and I don't really know why. My PC, I definitely didn't reinstall something correctly with OBS. I should probably do it again. Accelerating winds Klein bottle. Is that the term? Klein bottle? Take a sip. Take a sip. Take a sip. Klein bottle. Klein bottle. In mathematics, a Klein bottle is an example of a surface with no distinct inside or outside. Okay, wrong thing. But this is a unsippable cup. It's the unsippy cup. It's the unsippy cup. Oh my god. Like you have a sippy cup, but that's the unsippy cup. It's the unsippy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god, this is it. I'm not kidding you. Sometimes I go and I help old people fix their laptops, and this is the shit that I see. Like, I'll open it up, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, my brother is not that much older. He's like 10 years older. I open his PC every 5 seconds, like a program pops up. Like, I open his like browser, like literally, it's like all just like shit everywhere, taking up all the space. There's like pop-ups constantly, like all the place, asking things. And then honestly, the AI bits are funny because the AI bits are not viruses, but they do feel like the same thing. And I love the idea of imposing them onto the same canvas as what used to be the like slop that we had within a day of like toolbars and other weird random stuff that would pop up, because it feels the same. It has the exact same feeling of, you don't want this, it's just here to bother you, it's just up in your space, and it just keeps trying to insert itself into your life even though you don't want it. How to build AI agents, grow with AI, control analytics, an AI overview on Google search. Toolbars or Grok, the child sexual material generator, which is like, it's still happening apparently. Like and also Grok, which is now integrated with the Pentagon. And so it pulls in a real secret government. I think somebody actually like got it to leak a Pentagon document, which is like so funny to me, because I'm like, holy shit, this whole thing has been like a disaster. Introducing ChatGPT, Microsoft Corporation. But the only unrealistic thing is that IE is now completely dead. I like, unless you go all the way back, I don't think it's possible. But I do miss the aesthetic. AI smart cooking technology. Holy shit! Smart cooking, smart kayak, smart canoe, smart cooking. There's a box upstairs because my mom has been getting into this idea of like shopping for useless shit. It's a box for a fucking air fryer. Not even kidding you, a smart air fryer with a smartphone application. I'm like, just turn the heat on and cook me some French fries. What do I need the data? What do you need my phone? What data do I possibly need from you? The only thing I need from you is sustenance in the form of delicious fried chicken and French fries. Oh god, I'm so hungry. I should have eaten before I streamed. Sorry. Same shit, different day. Holy shit, that's cinema. I did eat before I streamed. I'm just still hungry. Same shit, different day. It's all the same in the end. I correctly guessed everything because the message, you know, there are some people who are so media illiterate that they still wouldn't even know what this means, really. Also, modern code editor on old style PC. I've been meaning to do this actually because I have an old PC case, like one of these really old ones, and I've been meaning to gut it to make room for a modern PC built in it because I think it'd be fun. And I also do really enjoy the bulkiness of the old monitors, and I do enjoy the curviness of it. But I won't go back to using CRT because I don't even think it works. I wish I could read your name. I wish I knew what you were saying to me. What are you saying to me? Please tell me. Please tell me what you say to me, please. You look so interesting and so weird, and I want to know what you are, but what do you say to me? Ride. Some words are being ruined for me. Like the word ride. The word ride definitely gives me the feeling of, oh, like ride me? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like the whole thing has been ruined for me. As a up, down, ride. And I wish it wasn't ruined for me, because it really is just a good word. Ride up or down, up, down. Nothing works. Because this game doesn't really have that mechanic. This is a simple game. Whoa. Cargadine and Gerbert. Cargadine? You don't like the yum licking the game. Sorry, I didn't even realize it was there. I didn't even realize. I forgot that the yum was still there. Sorry. I mean, that is pretty funny, though. Because in the context of this, it's like, ooh, this is... I mean, to be fair, this whole game so far has been very tasty. I don't even know how to say this. But, like, I feel like the flavors that this game is introducing to my life have been very, very good. Even... And it's weird, because it's like... People always make this meme of, like, why would you want to go to an art gallery to look at art? Motherfucker, this is why. Like, this is why you go, to feel things, to think about things. It's like, when else do you get the chance to just feel about things and think about things? When you get the chance... I'm not even kidding you. Art galleries are like GPT... or like chat the AI prompts, but like for you look at the image and it prompts you to think about something, because it's the art itself is just there. It's the same feeling but without the AI angle, and so therefore it feels good, because you go in and it's like, oh, I feel all these things. So at least for now it does feel yummy, very yummy. At least everything that we've seen has been very yummy. But I do think about that. I do think about the fact that I do know some people who just don't care about this stuff. And I'm not even kidding you. They live their life and they go... And I'm not saying that The Avengers is a bad movie, but I love Marvel movies. They're so good. At the same time, they like look at a thing that's like beautiful and they say, what's the point of this? This is stupid. You motherfucker! Open your fucking brains! Look at it. Feel. So I'm playing a game called Heartopia, right? And my friend, he was like, oh, ho, 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 no straight guy would ever play this. I'm like, you motherfucker! What do you mean? One, construction is like the manliest thing in the world. The whole game is about construction. 2, straight people love to build up themselves and customize themselves like the game lets you when you build clothing and stuff. It's not I didn't get it. I genuinely didn't get it. Like when he said it, I just didn't laugh or anything. I just said, what? I was like, do you wear clothing? And he was just like, I don't know. Like, it was just so weird that he said that. Like, I was just like, what is with this guy? Like, he's been like, he's 30. And I'm like, you really have never like experienced the joy of like, I don't know, like trying something in your life and trying to build stuff. You've never experienced the joy of like going around trying to make things look nice and interesting. I'm like, what is going on now? Joy? What does that feel like? What is joy? I'm like, buddy, I don't know about you, but I look fly as fuck in my skirt. I look fly as fuck. Hello. Weird. Wired or wicked? This is sick. If you have 3D glasses, please wear them now. If you have 3D, like stereoscopic 3D glasses with the red, white, and the blue, or is it the red, green, and blue? If you wear them now, this room must look insane. I used to have them, and then my niece took them and then broke them when she was very young. Because we used to have a 3D TV, and I don't know how we got it, but we had a 3D TV. Not like a long time ago. This was fairly recently. Soup from Itamu. Moses Itauma is a British professional. The Itamu looks like a deer. Conjugation of Japanese verb itamu, to become hurt. What? Soup from hurt? The flora and fauna just come to equilibrium for proper enhancement of agricultural inspection of total implemented forms to succumb to meet all to metallo individuals of the aluminum shape type. What the fuck did I just... The flora and fauna must come to equilibrium for proper enhancement of agricultural inspection of the total implement. This feels like this. I'm not kidding you. This is me when I try to speak when I'm really tired at the end of streams. Whenever I hear myself talk on stream in the VODs, which I rarely do, but sometimes I have to make sure it sounds good. I tend to think, and I look at myself and I go, why do I say it like that? The words that come out of my mouth seem to have no structure, no meaning. It's just words being said for the sake of having sound. But what's funny is that somebody that's saying scat is celebrated for it, but I'm doing, basically when I stream, I'm spitballing scat on a daily basis, and people say it's shit. Shape type, yes. Of the aluminum shape type. What's your shape type, chat? My shape type is Gunner. My shape type is square. My shape type is Heliobacterium. It's a shape. It's shapely. A very shapely shape. Are we at a ball? Am I at a ball or am I cummed on? I can't really tell. Cardigan and Fantastic, who made the music. This... I don't know how to say this. So, you know that thing that we discovered recently in the Discord, how you can construct any Reddit link from any subreddit and with any title, and the only thing that Reddit actually loads is the unique ID string that's like after the comments part of the URL. And I was trying to find like a porn GIF. So for context, what happened was that then Megan, fellow streamer, Discord person, and also fellow freak, found they're in a Discord where an AI bot created and found a URL to the question of how to do this thing in Persona 4, and it came from a real Persona subreddit, but the ID in the URL was different from the ID of the actual post, and the ID actually opened up to a porn post, someone's ass. So I was like, I can recreate this, but while I was recreating it, I had to construct a URL from r/incest and insert a different ID to go somewhere else, and I was on various subreddits to try to find porn, and on one of the so the subreddit I chose was cum sluts, because I was like, oh, that's like funny to like have, you know, like an incest subreddit. Like I came in my mother and now she's pregnant or something, and it just opens up to something else, right? But I was on the cum slut subreddit, and I was looking at the top of all time posts, and one of the posts I saw was this woman, very shapely, and she had so much cum just covering her entire body, like her cum was everywhere, just on her eyes and everything. And now that I look at this, I started thinking to myself, like, is this what she saw? Was this her POV at that moment in that GIF that I saw when I was constructing this fake Reddit link from a different subreddit that would like flash you with porn because the ID is going somewhere else, because you can apparently construct any Reddit link that you want because it only cares about the ID. And I was thinking to myself, and then as soon as I saw this, when we entered this room, the thought entered my mind, this must have been what she saw. It's like the cum dripping down from her eyes, just covering all points of view. Like, you know that piece right in the middle on top of the bottle? That's like on her eyelash. Oh no. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. Wait! have an idea. Please let me alt tab, please. I'm begging you. Okay. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let's do this. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh fuck yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. This must have been what she saw. Just to see if come. He's lost it. Oh man. Hey, hello cat. Cardigan cargo din. That's a good with fantastic. This is a nice world. Compared to what the last one was, this makes me feel happy inside. Wait, this makes me feel happy inside. Gives me a sense of peace. I actually like the music here. Let me boost up the volume. Sorry, I didn't realize it was so quiet the entire time for everything. I just want you to like hear everything. Let's just go very loud, and if it hurts your ears, just turn your ears off. But it's very. I have to sneeze. I muted. But this is really nice. It's very peaceful. Very quiet. See the pollen? That's the pollen from the flowers. That's flower jizz, just floating around in the atmosphere. As the flower jizz enters your nose and you sneeze, because flower jizz is pollen. And pollen allergy is a strong thing. It just enters your nose and boom, there you are. As the flower petals fall around you, the body of the female flower, as we learned from a quick 2-minute Wikipedia search, as the male flower's pollen is on the floor trying to find its like next host to seed and fill. What a beautiful place. It all returns to sperm in the end. It all becomes sperm in the end. It's always come. It's always come in the end. I can't believe that's the end. Oh my god. Shanahan Sweets. That sounds like the Shagahad or like something from sorry, it sounds like the Shagahad. The Shagahad from Metal Gear Solid. Shanahan Sweet is the name of the creator. This is a scary room. It's just the feeling of you being trapped in here. And you were going insane as you wrote on the walls. It's actually me every day whenever I go on stream. I feel like I'm more and more insane. I have to write on the walls to try to get my feelings out there. It's why I'm trying to program to get my feelings out. What are walls but doors in the skies? Oh shit, that's a good. Very Omori-esque. Very, very nice. Or maybe Omori took the idea of that from somewhere else. But it is scary to think of. And what's creepy always is the idea of like someone who seemingly has the qualities of a child, maybe even is a child, having such a weirdly profound thoughts about the world. It's almost like the idea of, and I always enjoy the device of like character who is typically a naive sort of innocent character having a profound thought that brings them to border alongside almost like a supernatural being. You are rat, hunger meter, your desires to eat and reproduce. It's all. Oh my god. Sorry, I need to wipe my nose. It's all cub. It's all cub. Everything goes back to cub. Think about it. Why is sex immoral? Why is sex and the talk about sex immoral and the dirty if it feels so good, right? The rat knows. The rat knows that its entire life is about those two things. But we as humans, we fear it because we deem ourselves to be above it. That is a travesty. The cheese is occupied. I'm so hungry. Stupid mouse. What the hell is this? Snowy Aria. JB Translations, an LGBT fantasy writing. Yo, do they write bar? We need to know like a bar artist so I can actually ask some questions. What the fuck? That's quite the knife you got there. Press left mouse. Can you explain all that blood? Holy shit, that's good. That's quite the knife you've got there. Press the left mouse, please. Can it explain all that blood? It's prompting you to press the button so you can follow along with the story. That's really good. Because like I saw the name and I didn't really register the bloody knife, and then you see the connection with the story. That's really good. That's quite the knife you've got there. Press left mouse. Can it explain all that blood? Cutting me for a barbecue, huh? Now you're just making me hungry. How about you let me compare the prints on that knife with the body? Then I can get you on your way to the next room. What character is this? I don't even know what voice it is. What a shame. They just piled dirt on this old man instead of giving him a proper burial. I hope my wife treats me better than that when I croak. Well, but what I don't understand is, Why'd they kill him several rooms away, drag the body this distance while leaving a trail of blood, but then not even try to hide the body? Why were they in such a hurry to leave? I couldn't help but notice those fine shoes of yours. How much were those? I'd love a nice pair myself, but my dog would just chew on anything remotely fancy. Anyway, sorry to bother you. Hope you're enjoying the rooms. Can't say I really understood that last one. You mean the cum room? Do you mean the rat room? It's very obvious. You just never had sex. Shoe on head? What's a shoe on head? Shoe on head. Oh, it says YouTuber. It's a YouTuber. Shoe on head. Shoe on head actor. Actor? Is it like a person? Wait. Question. What is wrong with shoe on head? She's just an anti-intellectual, anti-SJW YouTuber that pretended to be a socialist. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we don't associate with people who are bad. Uh-oh. You know it as a meme to ask if people are alive. Uh-oh. You don't know who this? Shoe on head meme. Put shoe on head is a coordinated prank coordinated by a group of You're the Man Now dog users and I can't say that word. 2006. Oh my god. You know what? To be fair, the memes that we all grew up with have become dated by modern standards. Shanahan Sweet. Well, this is terrifying. Dum Spiro Spero. What? Dum Spiro Spero. Latin Dum Spiro Spero. Dum Spiro Spero is a Latin phrase that translates to while I breathe, I hope. As the verb spiro means both to breathe and to live. Wow. As I live, I hope. While I breathe, I hope. I love how that one word means both. The verb spiro means to breathe and to live because back during those times, the concept of life was to breathe, was the breath of life. It's like asking to prove you're a live broadcast by requesting you have you get a shoe. Oh, and have it above your head. Oh, that's what it is. Yes, I do remember that concept. Yeah. I guess like what's funny is that nowadays the concept has like warped into the Reddit thing of like write your name on a piece of paper with today's date, and it's like what they do in like the actor AMAs of like I'm Will Ferrell and I'm this is me and this is the date and I'm on Reddit. Hi Reddit. How the times have changed. Back then it was all dumb Spiro Sparrow. Now it's all Lero or Gooly gang something. Gooly gang, Gooly. Hiro-kun. Hiro-kun! 3 out of 8 moons, 1 floor north. Wait, moons. This is like a Persona thing. Is it? Pascal the dog is here. Peter, is that a dog? Well, what? No, Lois. No, Lois, it's not a dog. It's Pascal the... I don't know. There's a joke somewhere there. What's funny is that my joke was on the same quality as your average Family Guy joke. What the fuck is a Pascal the dog? Pascal is a protagonist's domestic dog from Megami Tensei. I said it like that just to piss people off. Banjo? What the fuck is going on here? Bear and Bird Country. Oh my god. It's like the evolution of what's going on. It's like the evolution of them just living and trying to like solve the problems of the world. Tamagotchi! You know what's crazy? Tamagotchi have so many new versions now. Back then, I think the old Tamagotchis were really cool, but nowadays, this is an antiquated, outdated, completely... I'm trying to find a word that rhymes with it. Fuck. It's a very old Tamagotchi that doesn't exist anymore, and the new ones have full-on functions. Like, it's almost like the thing itself is like a mini smartphone in a way. Plus, it has really nice color graphics and almost like very in-depth, almost like 3D emulating sprite work. Like, it's very fascinating. And they do a lot more now, too. Agent Red Jackal. Smile. I'd let my Tamagotchi starve to death one day. I actually let my Tamagotchi starve to death because I was curious to see what it does. It was very enlightening to me. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. I was just listening to Michael Jackson songs last night, and that song was so funny because one, I don't remember how it sounds like now, but two, the music video for that song, I forgot how weird that music video was. Because at some point inside the music video, they all stop dancing and the music stops, and then everyone just like starts slowly chanting, Annie, 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 are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? And then the music cuts back in, and then everyone goes dun 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 dun. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you? Good to see you. Hey. Art by Loops the Loop. Sound by Bass Clef. Okay, I just got an image of a bass clef. I don't know if I can find them. It's a great name, but it's hard to. This is very. I don't know why, but the cinema bars really, wow, the cinema bars at the top and the bottom really did a lot to build this feeling of dread. I need to give you the full effect because the background's really fucking it up. This is what the game actually looks like. With the cinema bars, like that's what it feels like. It feels, because this is the game as it looks like to me right now that you're seeing on stream with like nothing else on. It gives this like very, very claustrophobic haunting effect. As if you stumbled into something that it wants you to see. It's weird, the feeling. It like gives me this distance to it. It gives a distance to it, and yet I can't step away from it because I'm in the space too. It's almost like I'm no longer in control of what I'm about to see. It's sort of odd. With this head on a stick. That's someone's face. That's somebody's face. Ah! But now you get to see what I see. Dinosaur. Snowy Aria. Aria of Snowy. Castlevania. Aria Snowy. Protect from heat. Biological hazard authorized. Hello, dinosaur. Ow, ow, ow! It's hurting me. Ow. I like this. This is a cool effect. It's like the old games. Like ow, ooh, ow! It's hurting me. Ow! It's biting me. Oh, I have to leave. Night 8. Yo, that's a cool effect. Holy shit, that's terrifying. I've heard people who have camped out in the woods and like, you know, very wolf areas, they do see the eyes circling them with the light of their campfire reflecting off of it. Agent Red Jackal, this person makes a lot of really cool looking stuff. And I really like the vibe of this one especially. It's the lighting. Because on the walls, you see all the eyes stare at you, but you can't see the form. Here, it's the same thing almost. The bright light with the cinema bars. Whatever it's called. I keep forgetting what the actual name of it is, but the bars. The weird chromatic aberrations on the coloring here, if that's the right term, with all the different, you know, RGB components open. And the light, it almost swallows the wolf so that you can't make out its shape, but the eyes still gaze at you, and it's so striking. You know it's there, but you can't quite make out what it is until you walk closer. Have you lost your way? Maybe I have. I think I have lost my way. I'm 30 years old and I'm here on a website doing fuck all for no one. But also, like, it doesn't take that long to apply for jobs, and I'm mostly just like waiting for callbacks because like I've literally gone to every single site. God, that's good. And I also really enjoy how as you get closer, all the eyes become visible from the wolf. That's good. Like the use of fog here is really good. That's crazy good. Wow. Oh, fuck. Yes. Another hot, sexy, anthro-furry mommy. Hello. Hello, señorita. Hey, you came back. Have you brought the blue flower? The blue flower I asked for? Yes, I did. For you, anything. You, actually, what's crazy? I don't know how to say this, but this character looks like an animal pretending to be a furry. I don't know how to say this. It's the mouth. The face looks too animalistic. It's like more furry. It's like less furry than Judy Hopps from Zootopia. Less furry than Nick Wilde from Zootopia. It's literally like a real animal cosplaying as a furry. It's such a weird effect to see the face with the body and everything. But it also like it makes sense because people always think like, oh, cat girls would be so hot in real life. Yeah, look at fucking Skyrim. Your cat girls look like they look like house cats but with titties. Vitaj, holy shit, Vitaj made this too. Chat, this is 2 Vitaj things that they've made with some really good looking furry characters. Again, please, I'm just saying, if you give me the model file, I promise not to leak it, and I promise I will mod it into Anthroheat for you, Vitaj art. I will mod your characters into Anthroheats. Please give me the Demon Queen furry and this furry, and I'll get them into the game. Music by Jesus Christ. Wireframe. The Zori of Centrix. Audio from Hell
I have
Interface.
a story to tell. Once there was a boy who had a large dog. The dog was called Zentrix. One day the boy was walking in the woods with Zentrix. He stumbled on a wooden door. Zentrix opened the door and the boy followed him inside. What the boy saw amazed him. There was a cave, 1 mile long. And inside the cave were 1 million other children, and 1 million dogs. The boy could not hold back his tears when he heard Zentrix say,
"Welcome, my friend. These are my people. Now they are your people too."
I'm sorry.
I have a story to tell.
I thought the story
Once
would be
there
longer.
was a boy who had a large dog.
So I ate a snack because I
The
feel my
dog
blood sugar
was
dropping.
called Zentrix. One
I was like,
day
oh,
the boy was
good time to eat a
walking
snack.
in
It's a
the
long
woods
story.
with Zentrix.
But I
He
ended before I
stumbled
finished eating
on
it,
a
so I'm sorry.
wooden door. Zentrix opened the door and the boy followed him inside. What the boy saw amazed him. There was a cave, 1 mile long. And inside the cave were 1 million other children, and 1 million dogs. The boy could not hold back his tears when he heard Zentrix say,
"Welcome, my friend. These are my people. Now they are your people too."
That's a fascinating story because it's very vague in a lot of details. What tears was it? Was it happiness? Was it sadness? Why were all the kids there? These are their people, but what do you mean they're people? All people like them? And why is Zentrix sort of above them? Or maybe it's not even implying that. Like there's so much
I have
vague
a
stuff around it that
story to
it
tell.
has you fill in these like
Once
gaps.
there
And
was
depending
a
on how you
boy
fill it
who
up,
had a
it's
large
either a
dog.
horror story or
The
an interesting,
dog
almost
was
like
called
a religious story
Zentrix.
almost.
One day the boy
weird.
was walking in the woods with
Also, Hell Interface was the name of the last one. Hell Interface Boards of Canada. Sorry, I also need to lower the volume now. Music by Gerber. Adam Pipe. Holy shit. Yo, this guy's got massive pipes. This guy's piping it down. Jesus Christ. Adam Pipe. Adam Pipe. What's the name sound so familiar? Adam Pipe HIO. No players online. That's why the name sounds familiar. No players online. They have a game called Map Friend. Google Maps horror game. What? Right way to the left. Left again. This is not helpful. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross now, y'all. 24.6 kilometers from home. Right way to the left. Left again. Right way, as in go to the right. Left way. Which way is home? I have nightmares of this. It's a recurring nightmare of mine, where I'm going home from someplace, and it always ends up being from school. And I think because there's one moment in school where I did get lost. I'm going home from school and I had no clue how to get home. I'm like terrified of being lost. I remember getting on the bus. I'm traveling to places that seem familiar. I'm like slowly making my way in a long roundabout way on like buses. And then for some reason, it's as if I had to choose which home to go to, which time period in my life. Do I go back to the apartment I used to live in? Do I go to the house that we live in now? Do I go to the house where my wife and I, where we lived in, right? Like multiple places. And I had to choose which one I want to go to, but I had to choose quickly because all of them go different ways. And I had to figure out based on where I am, where I want to go. And I can never seem to choose. It's sort of weird in that sense, where my dream is like I can never really seem to choose where I want to go. Because all those moments that I really love, all of them are equal to me, or perhaps all of them in some way sort of appeal to me in some way. But because of that, I can't ever seem to choose just one, and so I end up lost. It's weird. Ew. Encroachers. Encroacher Eyes. ZBL. Zombie Boy Love. Hello. Read the dead. I am dead. These are cars. This is a weird looking room. This snake is educated! This is a weird room. And Encroacher Eyes is such a fascinating title for it. It really does feel like a comic book, but then it's like, read the dead. As if they're encroaching upon you. Synthesizer Man by Mike Klubnica. Isn't that the shotgun like guy? Can you imagine if this is how so like DJs have evolved? Sorry, let me talk about this. DJs evolved to use tables, right? But what if DJs didn't use tables and they were more like bagpipe players? Because you ever see like a bagpipe player? They hold the entire pipe with their entire body. And then they also I've seen also the keyboard versions where they hold it and like the keyboards on their hands. What if DJs evolved the same way? Like imagine a DJ carrying around their amplifier and their keyboard and all their cables and their mixer and their compressor, and it's like strapped to their back, kind of like holy shit, Death Stranding but music synthesizer game. Wait a minute, I'm onto something here. Where's my new film? Wait. That could be so stupid that it could be stupid enough, but it'd be kind of funny. Wait. Death Stranding, but music synthesizer game. The packages are audio equipment. People are trying to jack your audio equipment. You have to play music in order to do things in the world like survive and fight back. Holy shit. Survival mechanics where you have to panhandle and play interesting enough music in order to make enough money to buy necessities to survive. Holy shit. I think I'm onto something. Thank you, Mike Klubnica. You're a genius. But also, this is just like ghost hunting in Phasmophobia. Same deal. I continue to be frustrated at the countless attempts at recreating calming sounds that are no longer present. I will not succeed. Yes. Yes! Honestly, I do feel that frustration. Not with calming sounds, but with the sound that I want. It's like, I do feel the frustration of never being able to meet the thing that it's in my head. Like, I don't know how to say this. I hear the music in my head, but I can't bring it to life. I see the shapes and the colors and the sounds. I can't bring them to life. I see the code and the way that the thing should run, but I can't seem to bring it to life. Nothing. I can bring nothing to life. I will not succeed, and I feel anger. And all of this, it's like all these tools are in the way of the thing itself. It's funny to see that all these tools are getting in the way of the thing that I want to reach, which is this heaven, this nirvana, this see this beautiful painting over here. Am I a good streamer? No, this game is giving me an existential crisis. Everything about this game is giving me this game. See, this is the thing. This is why I enjoy this. That's why I enjoyed that soap soup mod too. There was something interesting about just going around these weird spaces to see how they make you feel. Like a long time ago. So I think it was 2 years ago. I think now. I think was it the Getty Museum? They open sourced all of their art, and we just went through just checking out all the art, and we even remixed some of the art to make the characters sit in funny poses, right? And it was genuinely it was a very fun stream. I like looking at art and just pontificating on it. I just like to pontificate and wonder and gaze upon it and figure out what I'm feeling at the moment. And it's fun to just, I don't know, sit with your thoughts for a moment, but using something as the context to anchor yourself. And also to use it as the seed of the thought in your mind. I like this. I'm not good. Loops the Loop, art by Base Clef. Oh, 3 Fs. Maybe if I search their name with 3 Fs, I can find them. Morphology. Corruption. Prime. Status contained within the material of Void Chamber. Wait a minute! This is just Metroid. It's like Metroid. That's the health from Metroid! We have to finish Metroid Prime 4. Hello. You know, so that offer about modding things into Nth or Heat, it's like, I now know that they're like, not to say that this is bad art, this is amazing art, but to say that like, I'm not a furry, because like, I feel like a furry would still find this attractive, whereas like, me, I look at this and I go, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, I know that I'm not a furry, because I wouldn't be able to fuck a bird. Because a furry would look at a bird and then go like, yeah, I'd do it, you know what I mean? Like, that beak would be kind of hot, but I look at the beak and I go, what the fuck is this? Why does it have a, like, why does you have a beak? Karasu-chan. You're at the last part of Prime 4. Nice, you suffered through the game. Well, that's not good. Does that mean that the game gets, like, worse? Because I was curious to see how the open world portion of it, like, holds up. You got sick. Oh, yeah, you got sick and you don't have the will to finish it. I feel that feeling, too. Like, it's like, but is it the same will that I'm thinking of? Because it's like, is it because you don't want to let go of something and have it end? Or is it because you just don't want to go through that slog to even like push through the final state? You're not happy with the game compared to the other Metroids. Okay, I had a feeling it was that because I immediately had that feeling fairly early on with the way that it was going. I was like, it definitely is missing something. Even if I do enjoy the new mechanics, a lot of it was also very tedious too. And really, it was interesting because in my mind, Metroid Dread was one of the better 2D Metroids, if not like the most fun one to play, even if it was a little bit action cartoony. I felt like Metroid Dread was a masterclass of like how to make that Metroid game shine compared to all the others. But Metroid Prime 4, I was like, doesn't feel like really as good as Metroid Prime 1 to 3. Dread was the best mono one. Yeah, exactly. You might finish it just to finish, but when? Exactly. But when? But why? But how? Karasu. Wait, isn't karasu like the Japanese word for like chicken or something, or like fried chicken? Karasu word meaning? No, it means crow. Sorry. I guess you could fry a crow into like a fried chicken. There's nothing really stopping you, but it just would be fucked up because they're really nice. But yeah, like that's the thing that I felt about Metroid Dread too, where it's like, you know. Sorry, let's just sit with Karasu-chan for a second, okay? Let's just sit. The thing about it, like something about the flow of it, especially early on, it just felt so tedious. I was like there was a moment early on where it felt fun to explore, and then very quickly it became tedious. Like I was like, it was weird how quickly it became tedious. The fighting challenges were interesting to some degree, especially enjoyed the fights. Like boss fights, but there was so far and few between that it was like, oh, you don't really get much of it. And some of the mechanics that you use in the boss fights, like the slow down, ruining the music, I was like, and making everything, it's like dull gray. I was like, it's very, very sad. I don't know, come a period to the brightness of the other games, and like the brightness that even the game itself has in certain places. And then the open world really did feel very like, why is it here? It just feels like a weird experiment. They want you to explore and not at the same time, but the prompts if you're a lost score. Oh yeah, that too. I'm glad that we didn't run into that, but to know that it kind of forces you in some ways to like go there. Yeah, it is weird that they do that. I like get that it's sort of like the modern take on it, but like that's the thing about the open world is like when you told me that happens and then it has the open world, I was sort of like, what's the point? Because I know it's weird to say, but Skyrim still somehow did one of the best open worlds out there. Not for the fidelity, but just for the raw feeling of what's over there. Why don't you just go and check it out? Like, it literally, that whole game feels like a masterclass in there's a story if you want to go for it, but you can just go. And, like, very few games seem to catch that feeling. Like, what's funny, too, is that, like, it's not like the Nintendo doesn't get it either. Because I think they nailed it within Breath of the Wild. Like, that's like, at least to me, Breath of the Wild, At least when you compare it to something like Genshin Impact, I felt like the world was just like there. Like there was just a bunch of mysteries that you could see, and you would just be like, yeah, well, like what's over there? You wouldn't even be able to know because like nothing about that game. I mean, a lot of it felt formulaic, but a lot of it was also just like weird, like its own one-off thing. And it's like, what is this? No boss fight was fun, at least to you. You don't want to ruin my experience. You just played all the Metroids before and wanted more. Yeah, because I'm curious to see how it goes. Because I think my memory of the Metroid Prime games is like very small. I never remember them. And I definitely never played the one with the corruption where it was like, I think it was corruption where it was like I authorize you to use the missiles or like something, right? So it's like I'm curious to see how it holds up to my memory of like Metroid Prime. Probably 1 and 2 is probably the most, as well as like all the 2D ones. But yeah, at least so far, I wasn't really enjoying it as much as I thought I would. So which is sad, but we'll see how it goes. 4 to 4 Friday, last day to go on a date. What am I undulating? Oh shit! I mean, all the bass clef music has been really good so far, but like this one's, I like the vibe of it. Yeah, that's a good pace and a really cool effect on the music. It's both compressed, but also almost like slightly distorted, to where you get like a sharpness on the end of the notes. Where you get the sharpness of it without like smoothness of the note, where it's kind of scratchy almost. It sounds good. Classic beats. Oh, that's a good ass mix. Ooh. And then combined with the visuals, like this is like an Oscar-worthy piece of cinematography here. Wow. Groovy. Okay, I don't know if he would say groovy. I don't know if he would be saying groovy. I feel like the word groovy it's just uncool now. it's just not cool enough to like capture this. I was expecting him to like say fuck yeah, you know what I mean? But this is nice. I love the vibe of this thing. This is good. I'm also a sucker for beats though. Like I love Is that Willem Dafoe? Is that fucking Willem Dafoe? Oh my god. The Changeling. Asset from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Used with permission of Dracula. Oh my god. When does Willem Dafoe do this? Close your eyes and weep with me. Wasn't he in like Constantine or something? But also this is You found me lobster, ain't ya? You found me lobster, ain't ya? Where's his arms? He doesn't need them. He's fond of me lobsters. He's got them claws. Claws on his tippy toes. Stuck on his toesies. You found me lobster, ain't ya? Hark! Hark! He doesn't need them. He's a demon now. Ha! That was 9. This 13 or 14. Xena Spectral. Hey, I swear I played a game of theirs. I think I played Sanctuarium. I thought the game was really good. Was it Sanctuarium? What games? They made a bunch actually. Sanctuarium Online was such a great concept for a game of like a dead MMO. I've been meaning to play a lot of the other stuff because they have a bunch of things too. They have a Kickstarter? Tower of Tears. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the game that I keep forgetting to play the demo of. Yeah. This is coming out this year. Tower of Tears. I was actually meaning to like play the demo of it at some point, but I think I forgot to. And that's a bad sign. But I really enjoyed their stuff. Hello. This is not your amalgamation of memories. Staring can erase some of yours. See you on the other plane. This is not my amalgamation of memory. Staring can erase some of yours. That is a fascinating... Wow. I know it sounded like word slop, but I fully understand what they're saying. Because I have this experience all the time. It's like... It's the idea of the false memories and the idea that it happens and the way that it happens. You know, sometimes I'll get into a tangent, I'll talk about some experience in my life, and I'll be like, I swear I remember this. It's because the thing that I'm looking at, almost because it's so similar to the thing that I've done, begins to replace it in my mind, and I start to wonder, was that really my memory at all? Because this apartment building, it looks so familiar, but at the same time, it's not the apartment building that I lived in. And so I was like, there's no way that this is it, but it's starting to slowly creep into my memory, and it'll slowly one day replace it. Backrooms? Well, I guess it is kind of like backrooms for your mind. Yeah, it's like the liminality of memory. Holy shit, the liminality of memory, and like how malleable it is, and how familiar it can feel. But it is like the backrooms. Yeah, it's like the way that it feels so familiar, but isn't really. But then combined with how memory is, it's the way that it can be replaced. It's almost like the body snatcher, body double deal. Actually, that'd be an interesting angle. It's like somebody who's like a body double, who's somebody who's like a body who's sorry, it's like the body double thing. Body double. Body snatcher is that body snatchers. The idea of a body snatcher that instead of replacing you by killing you and simply taking your place, instead consumes you inside out by, oh my god, by replacing your memories with its own. The idea of a body snatcher that instead of replacing you by killing you and simply taking your physical place in the world, instead consumes you inside out by replacing your memories with its own. And it's actually, even like this idea has already been done in something like Ghost in the Shell. When that one dude who opens up with the modified gun, when that one dude who opens fire with the modified gun from stealth gets told by the major that none of his memories are real and he's been wiped. A ghost in a shell. You know what? I'm so pissed about Ghost in the Shell, because if I could think of that, how come they couldn't make a good fucking game? I don't know what to say is, the Ghost in the Shell video games have always been first-person shooter rip-offs of like other games in the genre, like Counter-Strike or something. But you're telling me a single-player story about the idea of having your memories be replaced and never really knowing if what you're seeing is what you remembered, what you saw? Like the idea of playing with, and I've always thought this idea of like the idea of a game playing with a player's perspective could be interesting, but I could never figure out a good hook for it. The one hook that I was thinking of for like the idea of a game that plays with your perspective was a VR game where you sort of like change the way that something plays out by lining things up differently in your view and almost like committing them to memory and like thus to reality. Because in a way, if you're the only person who, because like the whole idea was, if you're the only person who remembers something, your memory of that thing, no matter what it is now the only truth of it left, right? And so the idea of it was like a VR perspective game where you play with the idea. So it's like, you know, do you see the person holding the knife? Do you see the knife from the perspective of it going into the body of someone, or do you see them cooking food in a kitchen? Like, it changes the meaning of the space, right? I was thinking, but I couldn't figure out a good story hook for it. But maybe this is it. Maybe this is the story hook. The idea of the body snatcher replacing memories of your own. The idea of perspective, you know, being something that you have to hold on to, because once a perspective is replaced, then your very idea of the truth is replaced. Because if you're the only person who remembers something, your memory of that thing is the only truth of it, and whatever the truth is can be manipulated by simply replacing it with something else. In the same way that we build our own false memories, in the same way that we build false memories. And it's weird to say that phrase, that we build these false memories, because it's almost like implying that we're constructing it ourselves. And it, in a way, even the phrase, even the idea that we are building these false memories is, in a way, the body snatching. Sorry, it's a terrible phrase for like such a concept, being done to us. That's also a terrible way to word it. Sorry, me English so good today, so bad. Being is in a way the body snatching being done to us by making us believe in the truth of our own agency over ourselves. Holy shit. Thank you, Xena Spectral. You've once again given me a great gift. Sanctuarium Online made me realize I want to make an MMO that dies, and you've now given me the memory of false memories. Thank you. Cuck Bench. I love Cuck Bench. C, swallow me. Drury Lane. Oh. Where is something the Muffin Man? It's a Drury Lane. Not Drury Lane. Something Muffin Man, Drury Lane. I don't know. That's cool. That's nice. That's a nice... I always like these negative pieces of art. Not negative as in sad, but the idea of it cutting out a space and cutting out into the negative space of something. I always really enjoyed this stuff. And honestly, I would kill for a review like this with this music. I know the song. It's a classical song. I forget the name of it now. It's like by someone's name. It's like it's by somebody whose name is very similar to Eric Andre, but like that's not you know what I mean? Like that's not the person. But the name is very similar to Eric Andre. And it's a very happy sounding song that I think has like a second portion of it that like goes a different way. Holy shit. I just realized too. The way that they render the bench and the way that they made that JPEG of the bench, and with the way that the lighting is sort of coming, it's almost like it looks like it's coming from the sea, from the aquarium wall. It lights up the bench in such a beautiful way. You can really see it looks like a real 3D object. But it's not. These are all just flat JPEGs. It's amazing. What was that song? Do you see this? The False Memory. Maybe I've never heard this song. Maybe it's my first time hearing it. Maybe it's not even like a real classical song. Maybe it's a song from like a game that I played. Maybe none of this is even real. Are you real? See, swallow me. You see? You swallow me. Whoa! Bump. Oh, shit. We'll be right back. Yo! What up? I'm hungry. Going for some lunch. It's late. I gotta get some brunch. Munch, munch. I'm the Grunch. I'll be back. No, but seriously though, I'll actually be right back. BRB. lamp. Don't leave me alone with my thoughts on the lamp. Chat. I was really trying to make that. Rap work, right? So it's like, yo. Yeah, what up? Woke up, feeling hungry. I gotta get some lunch. Oh shit, it's late. Gotta get some brunch. Like I was trying to figure out like how to make it work. Nothing. I'm feeling feeling hungry. I gotta get some lunch. Oh shit, it's late. Gotta get. Guess I'll go get. I don't know. Guess I'll go get lunch. Meal deal, $2.50. Is it real? Something. I guess I'll deal. I was trying really hard to make it work upstairs. I was like eating this like dried meat thing really quickly, and I was just thinking in my head like something. I'm feeling hungry, gotta get some lunch. Woke up late though, guess I'll get some brunch. Meal deal, is it real? $2.50. Something. The baby. I don't know how to say this. I'm really bad at rap, as you can probably tell. And I've always wondered how people can like rap over a beat like this, because it's so hard. Like, because it's like, how do I say this? In my ear, I hear there's like a different beat going on at the same time. It's almost like a counter beat that you can kind of like play with around the structure of this beat. And there's different ways that you can slice it, right? And I hear it in my head, but I can never translate it into words. I can never translate it into like the rapping itself. I'm hungry. Gotta get some lunch. No! Instructions by Games. Games? I make creepy computer games. Huh. No. Wait, this person made, I swear I remember them making one of these games. Future access to now secret projects. Growing my grandpa. I think we played that on stream. And also Discover My Body, which we played, and then Discover Our Bodies. I think I played all of that on stream. Or maybe I'm hallucinating, but instructions for how to turn human flesh into UFO. Yo! I'm an alien on my UFO. Instructions how to turn flesh into UFO. It's like a single coin. Oh my god. How to turn human flesh. Instructions for how to turn human flesh into UFO. Step 1. Dislodge the vocal cord. You do not want to hear him rapping. Yo, I've gotta get some lunch. Sorry, it's gonna be stuck in my head the whole time. Whoa, I'm zoomed in. I am zoomed the fuck. I am locked the fuck in. Room by Till Nomi and Farfama. I really like this game, this engine, whatever it is, because the zoom is really fun. I really enjoy the fact that they can zoom in to give. It almost feels disorienting in a way because of how close it is, but it also feels sorry because they remove so much of the perspective feeling, right? It also feels like it feels interesting because it's you're viewing the same space in a whole different light. It's cool that they transform it. Is that not the dodo? It's being eaten by various birds. I'm getting closer. I walk past it. These words on these walls. You know what the bird's saying to the other bird? Yo! I'm hungry! I gotta get some lunch! Oh, it's late! I guess I'll get some brunch! Oh, fuck. Entropy 1. Entropy. Sorry, I didn't really realize what I'm looking at. Don't touch me. Oh my god. If the pinata is actually alive and we beat the pinata down. Like imagine if Zootopia was real, then pinatas are kind of messed up. Do you think pinatas in Zootopia are in the shape of humans? And so it's like they like break. Yo. Pinata. There's a movie that I remember seeing a long time ago that like played with this concept, the idea of like the character never really knowing what they were actually thinking about, and the idea that they couldn't really tell if like God was actually speaking to them, so they killed like a lady, and then they saw themselves going to heaven, but they were actually burning due to self-immolation. The piñata is the same type of story, basically the exact same thing, but instead of burning somebody and then killing someone, it's piñatas. Seeing people as piñatas to break open for their goodies inside. That's good. I'll leave you alone. I hope you're okay. Can I? But like, since it's already out of you, can I eat this one or no? Like, God? Luke was the fish.com? That's what. Here you can see my collection of past and current work, Luke. God. Wait, this person made Automaton Heart. I remember playing the demo for that, and I was very and I remember that game in particular. Wait, no, I didn't even get to play the demo for this. I don't think on stream, but I remember looking at it and I was like, this game looks really cool, and I'm pretty sure that this game is going to be fun. But I don't remember if it came out. Like it's been a while. Did it come out yet? No, it's coming soon. But I remember looking at the demo of the game and I was like, this game looks really interesting and kind of up our alley, because it's also a bit like Disillusion ST or something in that same sort of like vein, but it's more of like an action game compared to the Disillusion's JRPG structure. And I was like, man, I really want to try this game out. And also, now that I remember Disillusion ST, sorry, I keep forgetting to like put these games onto the list. Gotta remember to play that game because I really want to play Disillusion Strange Journey something. Wait, what if I just... Wait, a bit more. Oh. Ah. Yes. Rah. Ah. Sorry. Me when I stare too long. This looks like... What's that old Flash game? It's like an old Flash escape game where you click on the rooms around you and you have to escape the room. I think it's literally called The Cube or something. The room. No, keep going. You think that I'm onto something. See? I'm onto something here. Vitage? Hey, where's the sexy furry girl? Vitage, what the fuck? Vitage, what the fuck? I can't go into this shit, man. It's gonna give me nightmares. Wait, there's moaning. Anybody could. I release my spores in prayer. Like rot, I grow and spread. Let these tendrils find good purchase, for I won't stay dead. That's a cool... I really like the use of poetry in these places. I'm getting more and more into poetry because I'm slowly starting to understand more about the world and more about art and more about stuff in general. Like, the more that I engage with it, the more I realize the unfathomable depth of my ignorance, but the more that inspires me to keep going, to learn more and more about it, to try to be a better person. And I've been really enjoying it, to sort of see the ways that people can use words and put words and put all these feelings and emotions and concepts into such a small form of writing that uses so much of the empty space to tell so much of a full story, if that makes sense. Like it feels like the same way that, you know, if you draw in only black and white, you can use a negative space to give a substance to the thing that you're drawing and to give an actual form to it. In the same way, poetry feels like that, where the negative space without the words also tells you so much, because it's only the words that like matter for it, and once you connect all the dots, you can build your own meaning. Like, it's nice. but I don't know a fuck all about poetry. Veld for by Veld for funeral by Zeke, or by Zeke exclamation mark. That's a good name. Zeke Analytics. Hey kid. Yeah, you the one who shot my mouse? Wow! What is this? Is that in? That's in Korean. The Boingler. Wait! Oh my god, I do recognize this artist. Yeah, by Zeke. I do recognize this artist. They're a great artist. I've seen their art in various other places. Why'd you shoot my mouse? Yeehaw! 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 The Boingler. I have bone. I have a revolver. I have bone revolver. I have fork. I have plushie. I have paw. I have. Is that ketchup in the shape of a person? That's like somebody. Like, you know how you leave ketchup on the countertop for a long time? It starts to solidify into a mass, right? And the ketchup eventually becomes like almost like a gummy, rubbery mess. It's like somebody did that intentionally as an art project to eat later. That's the bottom right. I chose the option to talk, I'm assuming, to ask them about what they did to the mouse. It wasn't me! It wasn't me, I swear! Gun or McDonald. Gun or McDonald. Gun or McDonald. Amazing. Guns or McDonald's. Or like guns in McDonald's, guns with McDonald's. I forget what the AU means in French. What is the AU in French? AU in French. What does it mean again? Guns at McDonald's. And you know what's funny? It sounds crazy, but apparently in America you can go to Walmart just to buy like a assault rifle. Agent Red Jackal. Ah! Oh, it's a face hugger! Ah! What the fuck? Why is it so vaginal? Wait a minute. Vagina opening. Spread open. Google Images. Vagina spread open. Pornhub.com/video/search/search term /search equals spread open vagina porn videos. That is. Why is that vagina? What the fuck? Why does Wikimedia have such a good-looking vagina photo? That's like such a nice-looking vagina photo on Wikimedia. What the fuck is this? Why is it so nice-looking? What? Why does it look so nice? It's the file name is called female shaved spread vagina.jpg on commons.wikimedia.org. It's a really nice vagina. It's really nice. And it even shows like the butthole kind of like puckered. But it does look exactly like this. It looks exactly like this. You can even see some of the hairs left over from like an imperfect like wax. Own holy shit, chat. No joke. It says, okay, description of the file. I need to sneeze. Pussy. So the summary of the file is description. In English, female reproductive system. The date is March 1st, 2021. The author is a person named Unique Alex 100. The source, as in where they got the photo. You're not blessing that. The source of where they got the photo, it says own work. What does that, like, is this their vagina? Or did they get this vagina from somewhere? What does that mean, that it's an own work? Usage on tr.wikipedia.org? What? Genital Bolger Adasi. Genital Bolger Adasi. What language? Is this Turkish? This is Turkish. Turkish Wikipedia uses this image of a vagina. There's a lot of vaginas on this image. On this page. Can I translate this? Sorry, how do I translate this? Yeah. No, not reader mode. No. I need to translate this. Genital waxing is removal of groin hair. Okay, so this whole page is about genital waxing. There's actually so many vaginas on this page, but like, how come Brazilian wax? Oh, this is an image of a Brazilian wax where all the hairs were taken. But why does it look so nice? Because it looks so luxurious. Like, it's like they're on like a very I guess that makes sense why the bed that they're on is very luxurious. Holy shit, there's an image called spreadlabia.jpg. It's so the whole thing is so vaginal. Everything is vaginal. How come this one looked different? Bottom of the Well. Hey, by Figawatts, they made fuck, what's that game name that we're playing? We actually started the game, but I didn't finish it. Sorry, I still need to. It's a really good game. I actually sent them an email saying, you made an amazing game. Apparatus Exanimus. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's such a strange game. It's been on my mind to get back to it, but I'm just mixing in the fast days and the slow days, so... No one will find you. No one will find me. I also need to finish that game soon because I don't know how long that domain's going to last with all the files, so... But I don't know how they did it, but they definitely made this feeling of you stumble upon a game that you should have never seen. And they actually, I think they're the organizer of the LSD Jam too, I think. They do great stuff. What is this? Is this like Skeletor, but like in like a bath towel? Those glasses? There's a Skeletor in a bath towel. That's like a Surface Designer 3D material of mud. And this is weed. What? Sorry. Skeletor in a bath towel, a metallic bath towel. Sunglasses on the floor. Weed. And Surface Designer 3D render of your material replicating mud. I don't know what the fuck that says, but this feels like I Divine Cybermancy. This feels a lot like I Divine Cybermancy, because I Divine Cybermancy was sort of strange in that it had these very, very sort of metallic shapes and these like very hard, sharp areas but different from Cyberpunk, where I think Cyberpunk is much more stylized. It felt much more almost like steel-like, and it had a lot of, you know, like use of various different languages. Because again, it's like the old school style of like I forget what the term was, but that's so sad. Dedicated to Piper and Mo, the best. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my god, look at them, chat, look at them. Oh my god, look at the fat one. Look at chat, the chubby one sitting beside the skinny one in the tree. That's so sad. Oh, that's Piper. The left one is Piper and the right one's Mo. Oh, that's so sad. Oh. My wife said this, and she said it very well, because I have this feeling too sometimes, and I get very sad whenever I think about it. But you know, for us, we have like a pet for a portion of our lives, but for the pet, we are their entire life. And you know, sometimes we look at our you know, a small little puppy or our baby Missy, and we just sort of know, you know, one day she'll be gone, but here in the moment, we just love her so much. I love pets. Because pets are not just pets, you know? I think every pet that I've ever had has always been family. It's just been another member of your family. That's why I like the idea of like animals being stupid. It's so funny to me, because I'm like, not stupid. If you just opened your heart and you just really felt what the animal feels and you really felt their feelings too, you would know. Oh, that's sad. I feel your pain, random human creator. What the fuck is this? Get some sleep. Drink water. Oh, I gotta drink some water. This looks like... What is that? What is that game character creature? But it looks like... It looks like a Pikmin throwing it back with its fat ass. Eat sweets. I don't know what it says. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like a Pikmin that's, like, super curvy and throwing its ass back. It's like, ooh, yeah. And you're looking at it from the side. Oh, shit, there's posters. Funky Blast! Is it Funky Blast or is it Perky Blast? Yes, The Rock, thank you. S-Video. Mortgage, oh, Montage Monument. I thought it said Mortgage Monument. I was like, holy shit. A movie about mortgages that ends up being like a horror movie, kind of like that Korean movie that came out recently. What's the Korean movie called? About a paper company. I'm not making this up. This is a real movie. No Other Choice. Like, imagine No Other Choice, but for mortgages and real estate, that would be a hit. Because No Other Choice showed us that if you just take the plot of The Office and you make it like a murder thing, it's good. But one day we'll watch it on Kino. One day. A tasty day for our friends to play by Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm just gonna write this name now. It's gonna be hard to find them, but I'll find it. A tasty day for friends. Here's a cat. Here's a baby cat. I am the queen. I am the queen. Please sit. I do like how cats are very. I do like the idea and the imagery of cats being queens and then dogs being like the aloof guard that comes from the slums of the city that has been given permission by the queen to stay within 500 miles of the castle. You know what I mean? It's like both animals have very different archetypes in the human fan fiction world, in the human AU. Shotgun! Sunglasses. I can equip sunglasses. I swear we played a game like this that was a first-person shooter, or is that a constructed memory of an old Western first-person shooter on stream at some point? Kiwi. 1 of 3 kiwi. I now have 3 kiwi. Oh, fuck. Holy shit, the beat's kind of crazy. Wait, this beat's kind of sick. Did I ever do that stream with you, Chad, or was I with my friends only? I swear I did a stream once where we went on Google Maps and I built a fake bike with hands on the handlebars and I took you around Toronto. Or I took you around random places. I'm pretty sure I did this as a stream where we just biked around the city. Do you remember? By Figawatts. My chips. My crisps. What is this? I do not. You remember? I do not. This is terrifying, actually. Look at the shape. It's almost... It's a constructed shape in the shape of a steering wheel. It's almost like the steering wheel that you get on a Ford truck or something. And then the city is all the way over there. If for some reason you're really far from the city, you just decide to bike here and there's a bunch of chips flying around. But then you saw whatever this thing was and you decided to be here with this thing. And it's the reason why you don't remember. I love how vague of a statement that is, because it's is it because it made you forget, or is it because you wanted to forget? The horrors. Oh my god. I forgot the name of this artist, but I swear he's a very well-known classical artist, composer. And I swear... Something Eric Andre. This is also an Eric Andre ass name. Wow. By Euro Thug. Euro Thug 4000. Holy fuck. Wait! I watch her channel. I love her channel. Her channel's so good. She made a really good video on Counter-Strike maps. It was such a good video. She made a really cool video on Counter-Strike maps, Counter-Strike 2 maps, I think, where she went on and she checked out all these random cool maps and what they were doing. Source 2 engine maps. And I was like, this is such a great video. But she also made a bunch of other really good videos too that I think are even better than that. But she's really focused on various topics. But that intro led me to the rest of her videos, and I was like, holy shit, she's really good. Yeah, I like these videos. It's good. This makes me feel calm. I can see the inspiration for this. What's funny is that I can see maybe this person, maybe she got inspired to make this room because of her experiences playing the Source 2 maps. Because there was one map that she talked about where she ends up in this weird pool room, and it's got different ways to go. And then she even found one that emulated some real almost like a Best Buy style store from like Turkey or something, but like inside the like, game. I can see this. I can sort of see. You know what's crazy to think about? How come Counter-Strike doesn't have any? How come Counter-Strike doesn't have more of these types of maps? Because I feel like Counter-Strike as a whole, kind of a weird parallel universe where like that ecosystem could coincide with this ecosystem of creation and do very well, if that makes sense. Like Source Engine mods could be more, because like what's funny is that like the modern walking game, the modern walking sim was a creation of a Source Engine mod, and then all of a sudden it sort of like left that domain. But really, it could go back to that and revisit its roots, because there's a feeling from the environment that you can't really get anywhere else. This is nice. Let's just sit here for a bit. Just stare at the frog. As the frog looks disapprovingly at your searches of vagina on commons.wikimedia.org, and it says spread labia.jpg. Vagina spread labia.jpg. I can't believe it said vagina spread labia.jpg. No. Oh, no. Damn, Boba. Damn, Boba Tea harvest season already. You gotta give me more time next time, man. You're leaving me dry here. That's fucked up. Those are frog eggs. Oh, that's disgusting. You know what's crazy is that, like... Okay, chat. 50-50, okay? Do you think that this photo of the hand holding those eggs... Do you think that's a real hand holding real eggs? Or do you think they made boba tea and they colored it to look like fish... to look like frog eggs? Damn, boba tea harvest season already? You gotta give me more time next time, man. You're bleeding me dry here. It's like, oh god, that's disgusting. Imagine the slime. Imagine the way you have to like massage the frog's stomach to like get all the eggs out. Like you gotta like slowly like rub on the smooth part of the frog's stomach as it goes like... As you pull your hand back, it's like... And then like an egg just like pops out onto your hand. But because your hand's already full, when like one pops onto your hand, like 5 more fall, right? It's like... And then like they all fall from your hands, and it falls into the water, and then those ones are gonna grow into frogs, and they know that this was a moment when they were safe, and then you just take them all and you just like slip them down, like you just slip every single one down straight from your cupped hands. That's disgusting. It's sorry, just a sudden cut to and cut. I can't ever be an actor, because can you imagine being an actor on a stage and you get a script like what I just said, and you said that script and you're supposed to go back to being normal when the director says cut? Like, buddy, I still have the image of like frog eggs in my mouth, you know what I mean? Like it like I can't be normal. It's too late for me. Which one were we on? Was it night 11? No, we already did this. Sorry. Night 12. Yo. To be continued. Oh, it's the meme. To be continued. More soup rooms coming soon. We hope you look forward to them. In the meantime, go make some soup rooms of your own. Wait, is this the end? Really? Wow, we actually finished it. Wow, we actually finished it. Well, you know what, chat? This was a genuinely strange experience. I kind of wish there were more art gallery games. I've actually thought about this a long time ago, but I kind of hate that art galleries don't put their art gallery online. You know what I mean? Or like that they don't do something fun with an art gallery. And I don't know how to say this. People with art portfolios on your websites, right? Please, for the love of God, please. I'm like, you know what? I'll do it for you for free. Let's just like figure out how to make like a walkable art gallery game. Because I genuinely think combining the audio-visual experience with the interactivity can do so much to bring you into the space, and I think it would be fun to do so. Because that's what this kind of is. It's like peering into the mind of the people who make the games that we enjoy in the stream. Because it's like of the names that we saw, I recognize maybe 70 to 80% of them because we played their stuff, and every single one has been a fantastic experience. And then they just make this stuff, and you get to see even more of it. It's fantastic. I genuinely enjoyed this. This was a fun little experience to go in and just check out what's going on. It's fun. But that's it for this one, but not for the entire segment. So we actually get to try it out ourselves. It's gonna be a separate VOD because I'm gonna cut it separately, but I figured what'd be fun is if we try to make this stuff ourselves. However, I need a BRB, so I'll be back in just a moment, but I really enjoyed this. Again, it's to peer into the mind of somebody who sees the world in a way so different from you is always so enlightening, because it really makes you realize just how much further you have to go to be able to see all the things in the world that the world has to offer. It makes you realize that there's more to the world than you thought was imaginable in the first place. If only you could open your eyes to it. And even then, even if you don't want to, even if you've seen it already, in a way, seeing how somebody else sees it too is so beautiful, to be able to see where they are on their road as well. Let's say if you're, maybe you've already done this stuff. Maybe this is like child stuff to you. Maybe it's like super easy stuff to you. But for me, it's a whole new experience every single time, and I enjoy it. And again, doing the original soap soup mod thing, that thing was cool. And then to go into this and then to like learn about the stuff, this is a weird it's a weird ecosystem, but it's so fascinating, and I really enjoy, especially because like, so we're gonna try to make one of our own afterwards, but I really enjoy how they make such creative use of the limitations of it, right? It's sort of the idea of, too free and you sort of have all the space to do everything and you don't know what to do. But the more you limit yourself, in a way, it pushes you to and challenges you to try to make it interesting, in spite of the limitations. And with even the limitations, like the limitations themselves were almost really enhancements to the entire experience because of how they played with the elements that were there. Or maybe really it's vice versa, that the elements that were there played with the restrictions so well that it enhanced it to the point where you got something truly, actually genuinely magical. That was fun. I'll be back in just a moment. But that's it for soup rooms. Wait, is it soup rooms? Yeah, soup rooms. And we'll be trying to make our own soup room very soon. And I have to program some things. And because I have to go in 2 hours, so the snow has stopped.